comrades, today is February 3rd, 2026, and the current time is 8:18 p.m. The Institute would like to thank all comrades for forcibly participating in the hot sauce experiment. The current top contenders for future inclusion in field rations are the Gutbuster Extreme, the Asmodeus Garlic Deluxe Extreme, and the Taco Bell Diablo Sauce. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Hello, I'm alive and no longer dying. I was. Hello, comrades. How are all of you? Hopefully you're all having a nice Tuesday and not suffering like I was. Who's here right now? Hi, Zoingo and Sun and Ray. Congrats to Ray for being first. Also, who else? Zeoposer and Goldenrod. I know Immortals probably hang out in the back somewhere. Hopefully you're all having a good evening. So basically, if you want to know why I didn't stream yesterday, I was dying of a killer headache and I couldn't do anything about it. Like, it was really bad, and I seldom would choose to not stream, but it was bad enough that I was like, all right, I need to just not do anything but stay, like, just sleep it off. And that's what I had to do. So I essentially spent all day yesterday basically passed out for most of it and just hoping that it would go away, which it eventually did. It just kind of took a while before it was able to finally disappear. I don't know what had happened. I think it's like a holdover from having that oral surgery, and I can't really do much about that, but it's just kind of you just kind of have to deal with it type situation. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? I'm gonna try having my microphone in different places just to try to see how the audio sounds, but hopefully it'll be fine now. I'm kind of like maybe 2 inches, maybe an inch from the microphone right now, because I'm still kind of testing the waters and trying to figure out how to make this sound better, like how all the cool streamers and YouTubers get that really nice warm sound of their luscious voices. Maybe I just don't have that voice. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, welcome back to Rimworld, because this is the thing that I was supposed to stream yesterday, but obviously we didn't stream it yesterday, so we're streaming it today. And I think last time we apparently fought off a bunch of mechanoids that were causing a toxic thingy-mabob up here, but we managed to kill them, so that's not a big deal anymore. And we're trying to figure out how to, well, keep everyone from having a complete mental breakdown due to the fact that everyone's in pain. Yeah. That's where we're at right now. Isn't that fun? Also, I think we're running out of food constantly, so we may need to either leave or kill more animals in the near future. And if I have to, I may or may not kill the thrumbos that are standing outside our doorstep, because at least thrumbos are still food, right? At least that's what I've been told, that they are in fact still consumables, and so we'll do that. Also, I'm gonna just grab people with different armor and weapons and just have them start slaughtering a few more of these creatures that we're finding. Exactly, like the big giant fat thrumboody right over there. Hi Alana, how are you doing, comrade? I still can't get over that emote, it's so cursed. Every time I look at a Rimworld stream, there's always someone who's posting the thrumboody, and I'm just like, oh boy. This is definitely one of the emotes of all time. Also, why does Steve not have a weapon? Oh, I'm out of rifles. That's really funny. Okay, so we also need to start sorting through our weapons and whatnot, because apparently I don't have enough Meowsins, or I guess Steve doesn't want to grab a Meowsin, maybe because he doesn't have a backpack, and maybe he needs a backpack to carry items. That's probably what's going on. And we need to start sorting through all of our gear. Like, there should probably be a vac suit here at some point, so let's make sure this is hauled correctly and make sure we get more of those vac suits up and running. So we're just gonna go kill a few of these woolly stegosauruses for easy food. You know, kind of turns out this is the only thing you'll ever be known for in Rimworld. You mean you're not going to be known for making all the cool maid mods? It's just going to be, people are going to remember you for the thrumboody. How does that make you feel, that this is your legacy on twitch.tv? That is the fact that you've made the thrumboody emote. It is a good emote, not going to lie. It's really funny, and people see it and they're like, oh, ha ha ha, I get the joke, etc. Maybe we shouldn't be shooting in the... Alright, I guess I can kill it. Nice, okay. Let's go execute these poor creatures and let's get some free food. You made your peace with it. Well, you know, at least you accept what you've become. Why is my game lagging? Oh, more quest options. That's fine. All right, we're going to undraft everyone. We're going to hopefully get enough food for everyone, but we may need to start expanding the kitchen, because you might notice that the kitchen's a little tight and our cooks are a little perpetually busy. In fact, Infidave's our primary cook, but he's kind of dying of a dying heart, and we may need to fix that as soon as possible, which is a huge problem. Now, if I find a prisoner, or if I find an organ print, if I can print organs, that'd be probably what we'd end up doing. However, I have not researched synthetic organs, so we may need to research synthetic. I think we were doing an artificial heart actually, so that's fine. Let's go back to do the what were we researching? Advanced fabrication, so we can make advanced components, I think, is the next thing, and that should be fine. So how are all of you doing? I went to go watch the Markiplier movie the other day. I went to go watch Iron Lung because I was like, ooh, Markiplier movie? Let's go see this in theaters. It was staggeringly okay, is the kindest words that I am going to give that movie from a purely critical perspective. I think if you like Markiplier, you would want to watch this movie. That is the nicest way I'm going to describe this film. If you don't like Markiplier for whatever reason, then I think you could probably skip this movie. Because I'm not gonna lie, I started falling asleep during parts of that movie, which is kind of depressing to say, but it's honestly kind of true. The main issue is that it's trying to adapt a game that only takes like maybe 45 minutes to play and turn it into like a 2-hour movie experience for the big screen. And there's only so much that you can do with the very scant world building that was present in the original game, and obviously I thought they were going to try to expand on more of that world building in the film, which they did a little bit, but I really think it wasn't like a spectacular movie. I think if you're like want to support the guy and support indie films, I think for an indie film it's actually really good. Practical effects are amazing. The Markiplier's acting is actually pretty decent, but you have to remember this entire movie is one man inside of one room literally the entire time. Like the entire movie is just you, Markiplier, in the submarine, and that's the whole movie. And he's doing his best, and honestly I think he does all right, but it's just not like that spectacular of a movie is probably like my biggest complaint with the film overall. It was kind of boring at points. There's parts of the film where I started to fall asleep. Also, how many grab panels do I have? I think I was here because I wanted to expand the ship now. Yeah, we're gonna start to expand the ship because we're a little overdue on that. Oh, and we don't have enough power, right? So what are we using for fuel? Okay, so we have 2 wood generators. I think, yeah, our biggest issue right now is we just don't have a lot of power, and I do want to expand the ship northbound, so we're gonna start to at least add more up here to kind of flesh out the grav ship just a little bit more. So we're gonna start doing that. We're gonna start expanding in this general direction. I think is fine. So yeah, that's kind of like my biggest issue with the movie, is that it's just not a very engaging film for a lot of the time. Like it was fine at the start. It gets really boring midway through, and then maybe like the last 30 minutes it's like, okay, now we're getting somewhere, now it's getting exciting. But for an indie film project, I think that's like the best part. That's the nicest thing to say. Like it's good for an indie film, and I think Markiplier should be proud that he managed to create such an exciting experience. Oh my gosh, I just realized I do not have enough bedrooms. So this ship right now has 20 beds. I have 21 pawns. That's not enough space for everyone. Also, I do need to get this plasteel, so we're not leaving until that plasteel is dug out. Well, Jesse Cox said, Muse News, I couldn't something what any actor would have brought to the movies in weak moments. I mean, I think that's a good way to think about it. Like I said, so like here's the thing. So let me explain the movie for here's the movie concept for anyone who's curious. Okay, so basically, if you've never seen anyone play Iron Lung or watch the movie, it's essentially you're sent down into like all the planets, the habitable planets and stars have magically have mysteriously disappeared from the known universe in an event known as the Quiet Rapture, and the only people that are left are those that are basically living aboard space stations that are, one, not around any planets or stars anymore, and I think the only other thing that's left are like random inhospitable planets. And so the people have found a planet that is covered in a ocean of blood, And so you, as a criminal, are sent down in a single-use submarine known as the Iron Lung to go down there and try to find out what is hiding beneath the bottom of the ocean of blood. And that's the general premise. It's very much an atmospheric horror title. There's millions of videos on it. You can watch someone play it. I'm not going to play it personally, but if you enjoy it, go find someone who played it. Hi, Ziri, how are you doing? And so the movie basically tries to take what is essentially a 45-minute indie horror game experience and turn it into a 2-hour, movie. But there's only so much you can do with such a film. And I think that was like my biggest complaint with the movie, is that it just is slow. And there's nothing wrong with slow movies, but it just really does take forever for anything to happen in the movie itself. And there's a couple exciting points where it's like when he starts to like slowly go crazy for being in such a small area, but there's only so much you can work with that. And I think that was like my biggest issue with the movie, is that it just takes forever for it to really get anywhere that I was comfortable with, or at least engaged with. It is a very slow burn movie, which is the intent of the film. But if I'm starting to fall asleep in a movie, like, I know that means it's kind of bad, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to stay awake for this. But I think for an indie film on a budget of $3 million, it made like 21 on its opening weekend, which is crazy. We're talking about the Iron Lung movie by hit YouTube sensation Iron Lung, yeah. Oh wait, by hit YouTube sensation Markiplier. Whoopsies. So that's what I'm talking about right now. And the movie's like 2 hours long, and I was just like, this movie I think could have been condensed into about like an hour and a half. It was 30 minutes too long, I think. And that's about that's about like the things that I would really say about the movie. It's a little too long. He worked with what he could. Overall, the experience was still kind of unique and enjoyable. But be warned, if you're gonna watch this movie, like, you are in for you're in for a long film, okay? You are in for an adventure. Keep that in mind. Also, I just realized this bathroom is kind of terrible. I'm gonna rotate this around a little bit because I think that'll open up one more spot. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna deconstruct this. We're gonna move the toilet over here. And we're gonna move the door here and then wall this off. And this will make a lot of sense once I do it, trust me. So anyways, what have all of you been doing over the weekend, or what were you doing while I was out sick and dying yesterday of my killer headache, which I am fairly sure is mostly from the dental things and not an issue of my own creation. Oh gosh, I hope we have enough food for everyone. We still can't produce enough food, by the way. I don't know how to make more food faster is kind of the biggest issue. Even with this thing, 122%, cooking tool still covered, it's still not enough. I need to find a way to... Maybe I need more stoves. Maybe one person cooking for 20 people is not feasible unless a person is just strictly cooking all day. Also, Comrade Dennis needs a weapon kit, so we're gonna assign Comrade Dennis to... Oh, wait, we don't have any shotguns. Okay, here's my new thing. So I'm gonna take this thing and I'm gonna make it so that we will always have at least... let's say we always have at least 3 rifles and at least maybe 2 shotguns in stock at any given time. Okay. And that should be fine. I think right now we're kind of running a little low on steel, so hopefully we can get more steel soon. I have no idea where I think my steel's supposed to be stored here, but I honestly have no idea where most of it is. I think this colony has been ripping through steel like crazy when you start making more. By the way, look at how many grav suits I have. Isn't it beautiful? I love how that looks. Doing chronically online and being off and off Warframe. Are you one of those long-term Warframe players, or are you just one of those that are just kind of getting into the game because it might be new and shiny? I don't know. I've talked about Warframe a few times, but I just never really got into the game. It's not the title for me, quite frankly. Gosh, I cannot get over how big this how beautiful these wonderful coats are. I love this cloak. Speaking of which, yeah, we may need to work on our helmet situation. Also, we still need to get that surrogate heart, which I think we just built, I hope. What happened to the surrogate heart that we were working on? Who's got the surrogate heart? Okay. So, we made a surrogate heart because Infidave is currently dealing with the fact that his heart is decaying. So we're gonna hope that this surgery will succeed, or else he's going to die, and that's going to be very, very tragic. By the way, we'll probably be staying out in this area for just a little bit longer. Basically, until I can get all this plasteel, I want to stay in the area for the time being, and I am going to start expanding the ship up here, mostly just because I think it'll look nicer instead of like this giant brick. So that'll be fine. Also, we do have solar panels, which at least are providing extra power. The days blur together, but been studying for electrical midterm this week and getting ready for... Oh, where are you going in New York City? Also, I didn't realize you're becoming an electrician. Oh, wait, no, electrical as in electrical engineering as a class, right? Also, I should probably put on the NEKOGRAD uniform, shouldn't I? What's the button combo? I think it's this one. There we go. I don't remember what button combo this is. Ugh. Speaking of trips, I haven't been up to Canada in like a month now. And I'll be up in Canada in about 2-ish weeks. Oh, right, the cat ears. We are NEKOGRAD. You're right. You're right. I'm going to be up in Canada in about 2 weeks, and it's been some time, and Ray's like, you need to come up here now, or I'm going to go stab someone. And I'm like, okay, yes, dear. So I'm going to be up there soon. What are we missing? Oh, right, we have cotton now. Look at that. We have actual... Look at this. We actually have materials. We can make the side caps. Oh, my goodness. We can make things now. Wait, did we make a commissar cap? Oh, we did. Who has it? Why does Kefir have it? You don't even have a role in this. Oh wait, never mind. Yes, he does. He is a commissar, so I guess that does make sense. All right, we should probably make sure everyone who needs one has one. I'm sorry, wait, what ideology has the ritual for an orgy? Wait, who in our colony has that? Oh, jeez. Alright, well, let's just quickly change your ideology to that. I think it said Kefir was the other one. No, it's not. Someone else has the ideology. Okay, Unholy has it. Gonna fix that real quick, because everyone who joins us should be of the correct ideology. There we go, much better. And you're going to Toy Fair. Oh, okay. Nice. I hope the Toy Fair goes well. Hopefully the Toy Fair is exciting and you're able to see what's the hot and newest things. I don't really pay too much attention to like normal toys, but I have a friend who's like really into... I'm blanking out on the term. He's really into Transformers. So it's like, I do know, I am aware a little bit of some of this stuff just through osmosis of content and media. But I hope that your Toy Fair goes well and you're able to see all the cool new things that people are into. Also, I forgot to build a door here. I'm out of steel again. I should probably start digging. Who's my miners? Comrade Blumhouse, it's time for you to start digging. Maybe not the... Okay, yeah, maybe... Let's start digging out the steel over here, please. That'd be great, like that. Oh my god, I think my right mouse button is starting to double click. I might actually need to buy a new mouse soon. Hello, Airman Joker. How are you doing, comrade? Anyways, I would recommend, if you do want to watch the Iron Lung movie, just know what you're getting into and understand that it is a very slow burn film. Beyond that, I don't know. Do what you desire. I thought it was fine besides that, and the atmosphere and set building were 10 out of 10. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, that movie, I think they use like many thousands of gallons of fake blood for a lot of those scenes, is my understanding from what... Oh my gosh, this poor guy is missing a lot of his thingies. Holy... Oh, he doesn't have a hand. No wonder he can't mine. All right, let's get him. He's missing almost all the fingers on his left one too. He basically has no hands. We should probably fix... Do we have a... Okay, I don't have... Oh, I do have an architect arm. All right, let's all right, let's get you an architect arm since you kind of need one. I'll replace your right one. That's probably okay. All right, now that Infidave is no longer having a mental breakdown, let's also start installing that surrogate heart. All right, Infidave is first on the order list. We'll have Alana do this real quick. Yes, he's literally in a lake of fake blood, and it's beautiful. It's actually an amazing sight to behold. All right, here's hoping that this surrogate heart surgery goes well, and Infidave no longer is dying. If this fails, he's probably dead. All right, ready? Ooh, okay. Alana's failed in a minor way. So, yeah, the heart was stabbed. Unfortunately, that means we don't have the surrogate heart anymore. So now I need to build another surrogate heart. Except I don't have the materials for this right now. And I am starting to run out of components relatively quickly, so we may need to watch out for that soon. That's not a good sign. Let's see here. I don't think I need any of these right now, right? That's okay. We'll try to get that fixed up soon enough. So, yeah, that's... I think I described it early in another chat, but I would give the movie a C rating out of like a A to F scale, like the cinema score. You know how they always like, oh, it's like a rated from A to F, and I'm like, this is like a C movie. This is very much a hard C, and that's as good as it's gonna get. But for a first-time indie film experience, 10 out of 10. Do it again. We should support more indie movies, I think. Even if they're not the best, at least they're trying. At least someone out there is trying to make something unique. Also, I'm gonna move the console to up here because I think we have the ability to build the bigger one. Yeah. So basically, what I'm trying to do is expand the bridge essentially to be up here. I want it to be in the front. I think that'll be fine. It is an indie film, right? I think it's an indie film. I mean, yes, it's a $3 million indie film that he managed to self-fund because through his YouTube revenues, but you know, he made like what, $21 million, and he's like the producer, writer, and all this other stuff all at once. When is someone who's that big of a name making it? I mean, I don't know. I think it's the same way with indie games though, where it's like, oh, look at this cool new indie game. And you look at the list of people who are making it, and it's like some dude who's worked on like AAA titles. And he's like a creative director at like EA for a long time, or Ubisoft, and it's yeah, like Expedition 33 is an indie game technically, depending on your interpretation. Everything's an indie game. Oh, this poor guy needs to stop. You know what? Don't stop digging rocks. You can't even. He has no hands. This poor guy is lifting a pickaxe with his pinky. You know, hold on. Can you hop in the bed? Okay, can you... Wait, why can we not get this operation on you? Rest until healed. What do you mean there's no doctor? We have multiple doctors. I really need to set up a proper infirmary. We just haven't had a chance to build an actual infirmary yet, and that's kind of like what's driving me a little crazy, but hopefully we'll get one soon. Our miners are working around the clock to make sure this stuff gets dug out, obviously, and some people are having a mental breakdown because they just perpetually don't have any fun. Look at this. Tired, pained, stressed. Yeah. Only thing that's keeping them happy. Oh, geez. Wait. How did we fail to... Oh, I lost the Archotech arm, didn't I? Oh my gosh, that's another Archotech arm that we just lost. How did that... Okay. We'll hold off on these operations for a bit longer until... You know what, hold on. We're just gonna stop growing cotton. Let's grow... Hold on. I'm gonna switch this to heal root. Heal root takes a little bit of time, but at least I'd rather have medicine than not. And that should be okay. He's just like you for real? What do you mean he's just like you for real? Elaborate, please. I'm concerned. I'm very concerned now. We have enough. So our next goal is we will go towards the next one, which is a crash mechanoid platform. That's probably going to be a lot harder to get. But again, it's not immediate until we can get all the materials that I need here, which is primarily this large amount of steel that we're going to use to fund a lot of our projects. We have enough food, I think, for now. Just hunting down random animals. I think we'll hunt down the muffalo if we have to. Ideally, if we find a trader who's willing to buy all this ridiculous leathers that we just don't need. Also, for schedule, tomorrow I do plan on doing Menace one more day before it fully goes into full release, because I want to be a cool person like that and be ahead of the crowd and play at least once while I have that cool exclusivity. I love having cool exclusivity things. Isn't it great? What else was I gonna say? I keep forgetting. But yeah, that's mostly the cool things that have happened over the weekend, other than I went to the... Oh, speaking of which, I went to an Asian grocery store today, and I am meal prepping again because, holy cow, they had so many good sales on groceries that I am now ready to make another hot pot. I meal prepped hot pot for work, and it's like, I feel powerful. I feel powerful. Hold on, I'm just gonna do something real quick. Let's see, until... This one's until about there. Okay, fantastic. And there is veggies in there, because if I didn't put veggies in there, Ray's gonna kill me, so I make sure I add my veggies. I am always addicted to soup. I'm willing to admit my own falterings with my food-based addictions. That is true. Also, why this poor man is unable to pick up his weapon, I think. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I want to get him a new hand, but the fact that we lost the architect arm and the surrogate heart already is so bad. Hopefully we can get that steel soon. I think we're just waiting until this thing is fully dug out, and then we'll start digging out the other one. And that'll be fine. Because again, we got to build the pilot console, which should allow us to build more, and then... I don't think I need oh geez, who's dying? I don't think I need most of these other ones yet. The oxygen is fine. We probably will need the sealant popper at some point. But for now, we're going to avoid it. I think a lot of our pawns are currently sick and dying. And also, they're missing a lot of bits and pieces of their body. So it's just a lot of pain and suffering. Like, a lot of them are hungry, it's filthy, and all that stuff. And it's just, it sucks. They're trying, but it does suck. No showers for a while. You know what, maybe we should, let's just... Hold on. You know what, I think for now, because I don't have the resources, I'm just gonna put a wooden door right there. And that's probably the most bare bones way of doing this, just so that people can access the bathroom that I completely locked them out of. So I need a builder. Thankfully... Oh, wait, so I'm just in a mental break. Who's a builder here? Alright, Havel. Need Havel to quickly build this, so that people can actually use the bathroom. Perfect. Okay, that way people can take their showers, they're no longer filthy, and they'll at least have some peace and happiness. Oh my goodness. What else was I gonna say? I think there was something about VTubers that I don't think it really matters anymore. And then, I think about taxes was the other one too. But, oh yeah, because I know Zoingo mentioned they did their taxes. I gotta do my taxes soon too. I'm always amused every year when there's always someone who makes a post about, like, I didn't know VTuber taxes. What do you mean I had to pay taxes on my earnings? I thought it was all things that I earned. It's like, yeah, you earned it, but you gotta pay the government. Uncle Sam's not gonna let you keep your money. We don't have a space base yet because we don't have the resources to justify building a space base. Eventually we will, but we can't really afford the near constant amount of food that is required to pay for it. Yeah, I still pay my taxes. I pay a lot of taxes, actually. It sucks. I'm actually perpetually annoyed at the sheer amount of taxes that I'm required to pay. But I'm just like, I suck it up because, you know what? People say, you know, people hate taxes. And there's all the joke about, like, taxes are theft and tax and all that stuff. But, yeah, one thing you have to remember is that the taxes do pay for the, you know, the many different services that all of us use on a day-to-day basis. So you just kind of deal with it, right? You accept that you pay taxes as part of the contract you make with society for participating in society. That's basically it, right? We all gotta do it, and we all just accept it. Money now or else get freedomed? Yeah, exactly. You're gonna get freedomed if you don't pay your taxes. Also, we're gonna kill these Muffalo because that's easy pickings. Alright, well, they don't want to take revenge on us, so I guess they're just running away because they're a bunch of cowardly Muffalo. Let's move up. There's a cougar hunting Ranu, who is... Wait, what? Maybe stand over here, buddy. Yeah, that cougar ain't gonna really chase us if it's dead, so... We're gonna speed up, no slowdown, so we can just kind of unga-bunga these things. Come on. Eventually all these Muffalo will die, right? Ah, now they're angry. Now they want revenge. Alright, that's fine. Maybe we should have Ray move up. Hi, stinky cats and everyone else. What do you mean? There's no stinky cats here. Aren't cats supposed to be a very clean animal? They just kind of lick themselves. I think that's how it works, right? I don't know. I barely know how cats operate. We have cats, but I'm not gonna pretend like I know how they operate. Okay. Cats exist, and they are an enigma. Is the kindest way I'm gonna describe those creatures, and that's a very nice way to describe them too. Oh my goodness, I have so much hide. I don't know what to do with all of this hide. I mean, I guess I could just keep making more cloaks, but I think the cloaks also require components and steel, so I can't really justify making more cloaks. Maybe more backpacks would be fine. Regulators would be okay too. Like, yeah. Yeah, like, cats go nya. Or meow. Or depending on... It kind of depends your interpretation. Hello, Waha. How are you, comrade? You know what's actually really cursed? Speaking of cats, did anyone ever watch the Cats movie? I actually saw that film. Not in theaters, but at home with some friends because they really wanted to see that movie, and it is definitely one of the experiences of all time. Which is crazy because I actually didn't realize it was based off of an actual musical that is actually fairly popular, and they turned it into a movie, and it actually had like some pretty notable people in it. I think like Jennifer Hudson, I know Idris Elba was in it. And I think Taylor Swift too. And I was like, and I remember like the only thing people talked about that movie was the really uncanny valley CGI thing that was going on. The experience of CGI of the furry butthole in IMAX. I did not know that. I don't pay attention to plays. I don't pay attention to musicals at all. Like that's the nicest. That's the best way to describe it. Like if you name a musical, I probably would not be able to tell you that's a musical at all. Also, please watch this stream on YouTube. Just keep it open in the background and silent. But anyways, yeah, it was the movie is definitely a thing that exists, and I remember like the singing actually wasn't too bad. Like actually the soundtrack actually wasn't super bad, but it's just like it's just the whole CGI uncanny valley cats that I definitely was hung up on, and it just looked really weird and strange and spooky. How if a Broadway musical is popular and well-known to be referenced to lunatics, how do I not know about it? I don't know. That's a good question. I pay attention to a very specific subset of media that is very weeb-centric. So that is why. Like, I didn't even realize, like, you have to remember, I've never seen the Nutcracker. Well, I thought I did until... Actually, I apparently did when I was a little kid, but that was like really the first ballet I've ever seen as an adult was the Nutcracker when I went to see it last Christmas with Ray. And that gives you any idea of my very limited, sophisticated media exposure. Which is to say, not at all sophisticated, and I just watch, like, whatever. You know? I'm not saying I consume brain rot, but there could be a case for I may consume a little too much brain rotting. So, just saying that my choice of media is not exactly peak. Can we please dig out that steel? Who's my miners? Oh my gosh, I really don't have that many miners. Okay, so one of them is having a mental breakdown. The other one's on the verge of a mental breakdown. Yeah, they don't like their barracks. Unfortunately. Maybe I should make these a little bigger. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like why some of these rooms are... One's impressive and one's awful. Oh, is it the quality? Good. This one's probably excellent. Normal. Oh, there's a ship that is starting up somewhere. It's being defended by 30 colonists. I don't think we're gonna go over there. Nutcracker, into hardcore. I'm not even gonna justify that with a response. Okay, whatever you want to read, you read. I'm not here to judge your media preferences. Okay, whatever you're into, you're into. More power to you, buddy. You kind of good have. Why do you mean you bought all the Anno 1800 DLC? You actually bought all the Anno 1800. How is Anno 1800 with all the DLC? I basically have Season 1, and I never bought any other DLC. I want to try Anno 117, the Rome one that just came out. That one seems super interesting to me, and I was legitimately considering picking it up, but I don't want to spend money on video games right now. So that's the only reason why I haven't bothered. Because video games are expensive, and yeah. It's not really worth spending money on video games at the current time. I'm just trying to hold off on doing that. By the way, I don't know why these fuel tanks aren't filled up. I might need to figure out what's going on with that. Oh my goodness, I can make hidden fuel pipes now. What an absolute miracle. It only took forever for me to be allowed to do that. You haven't reached the DLC stuff because you keep getting discouraged by the strict grid-based nature of the city building. But that's the point, because it's easier to manage things when everything's based on a grid and figuring out the reaches of stuff, right? I mean, at least it wasn't the Train Simulator DLC. Then you'd be, wait, what do you mean Train Simulator DLC? Was there? Wait, what? Train Simulator. If I look up Train Simulator, what am I gonna find? Okay, hold on. Train Simulator. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what you mean. Yeah, that's a lot of DLC. Wow, that's so funny. Train Simulator has a subscription plan, like DLC subscription plan, but they won't even give you all the DLC. You're only allowed a specific subsection of the DLC that they have provided. What's even the bloody point? If you're gonna make a DLC subscription, you better include everything. Why lock out specific things? Absolutely disgusting. 0 out of 10 would not buy. What a shame. What a shame. Yeah, I'm not even joking. I wish I was joking, but I'm looking at it right now on the on Steam. Here, you want to see this? Here. So here's Train Sim, right? Oh my god, it's so laggy. Oh lord, why is this website? Why is Steam so laggy on Firefox? Hold on. Something's happening on Facebook. Okay, or on Rimworld. I'm gonna pause Rimworld real quick. But if you take a look right here, where's the shop? All right, yeah, see, here we go. So there is 783 DLC to this game, okay, which is absolutely insane, by the way. Absolutely crazy numbers. And if you take a look, a lot of them are like $40, $25. There's a lot of $40 DLC to this. And it says right here, buy the Train Simulator Classic Rail subscription plan. So this is not even the new one. This is the subscription to the DLC for the one that came out in 2009. And it's minimum $10, like $11 a month. And it doesn't have all the DLC. It only has like a specific selection of DLC. Granted, a lot of them there is a lot of DLC in this, but it's like, oh my gosh, like it's not everything. Like you just basically are getting more or less the main routes that everyone wants, and then maybe some of the trains that people are like really into, and that's about it, which I think that's crazy. If you're gonna do a DLC subscription, you better just include everything. Why bother nickel and diming your customers? Also, we're being raided by Outlanders who are landing in pods, so I'm just gonna bring everyone inside. It's way easier to protect them if I don't have to pay that much attention to them, and I can just figure out where my gunners are. So anyways, let's get our fighters ready to rumble. Anyone who's got a weapon that can fight properly. X-Slayer needs to get inside. I think he's like the only one who's like in major danger. So we'll see if we can get him inside. You and you. Let's rescue him. He might be in a bit of a trouble here because a lot of them have guns. Oh boy, he's being suppressed. He's gonna get stabbed very quickly. All right, hold on. Maybe Kefir can do something here. I don't have any turrets protecting us either, so that's a little bit of... Oh my gosh, Kefir just got beamed in the stomach. Alrighty, let's draft our head nursemaid real quick. Let's get these guys out here. Let's get Ziryu also out. A lot of our pawns don't have helmets, which is like another major issue that I'm trying to figure out. Okay. See if we can quickly just rescue Kefir before they catch you. All right, just get inside. All right, and start gunning them down. Rana, you got a gun. All right, it's time to start shotgunning. Okay. Let's get Suitan. We're basically going to hide behind the solar gens. Probably safer this way. Ranu is trying to knock down the one named Mag. You need to reload. Good, ready to go. Keep blasting. Okay, that's fine. Keep gunning them down. Oh boy, Z opposer just instantly died. I am so sorry. Your brain was just beamed to death. Ouch. Just like not even a chance. It was just instantly dead. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's okay, you gotta quickly tend here. I need to get Havel and Funbound out here now too. Immortal as well. I don't know why I didn't have Immortal out here too. Let's get Immortal out. Ranu's holding the line. Maybe shoot that way. Oh, the reload time is taking a little longer. Okay, you gotta run. That guy's gonna bean you. Oh, they have mortars. Great. Okay, you need to run. Oh boy. Okay. Just keep trying to just keep him down best as we can. I'm gonna have Immortal follow a different route. We're gonna have him. Okay, actually no, you're just fine. You stay here. Let's see if we can have Funbound quickly pop out of the corner and just blast this goober. Come on. CQC. The art of CQC. Oh my goodness, that armor. Oh my gosh, okay. Why don't we switch you to slugs real fast? Okay. Anya's holding the line. Ranu's down. What happened to you? Significant injuries. You'll survive. I'm gonna have Alana come out and protect you. We might lose X-Slayer here. I don't think I can keep X-Slayer alive. Oh my goodness. Yep, you're down. Alright. Quickly have you rescue. Alright. There's one over there. Oh, they have charge rifles too? No, NEKOGRAD will not fall today. Alright, NEKOGRAD's not falling that easily. This is why I need melee beater. Okay, Sun's my melee beater. Alright, they're gonna try to approach now. Alright. This X-Slayer did die. I wasn't gonna save that at all. Alright, quickly focus fire this one. You try to rescue Anya real fast. Alright, pivot around. Try to shoot this one. Oh, they're shooting down the engines. That's not good. Inside. Oh my goodness. Why is it always brain injuries? Every time I turn around, someone just gets another brain injury. All right. Okay, no, we just gotta quickly try to rescue. Okay, so Zeru's got 5. Gotta rescue here. Need Sun to quickly go out here to stab this goober. Okay, good. So Sun's on a ramp. Let's see if we can get Sun to just start. Oh, come on. Oh, he got up. Okay. Get Ray inside. Most of the weapon that hasn't fought yet. Ranu's still out there dying. Xanth, I might have to send Xanth out. Airman Joker also has a sword, but they're not really gonna be able to do much. Meaning heading super common. Oh, I guess that's more true. That's true. Alright, so Sun is knocking them out now. Okay. Okay, I think... Okay, they're running. That's fine. Alright. That was really rough. Oh my gosh. Hi, Chenjin. I'm probably mispronouncing it. Hello, Miss Witch. How are you doing? Let's, how do I do the shout out thingy? I know you were doing, like, art earlier, I think, right? I think that's what it was. I think you're, like, doing some art thingies. Let me double check that real fast. Yeah, okay. I thought you were doing some art. Cool. Hello, welcome aboard, comrade, and all the raiders that are coming along too. Hopefully you all had a fun time doing some art. I'm kind of pulling up the stream right now out of curiosity to see what you were drawing, but I am being stuck with nearly a minute of Twitch ads, which is completely insane, by the way. Okay, that's fine. So let's get these people. Oh my gosh. All right, triage time. We got to keep people alive. All right, undraft. Okay. You are gonna quickly just tend to Sweet Town, like, on the spot, and then Alana, we're gonna undraft you. Okay, so Comrade Anya needs to be tended now. And then someone should probably carry Zeru to a bed. Oh my gosh, Funbound's got 5. Okay, we gotta tend to Funbound first. Okay. Funbound has 0.4 hours. I'm not sure if Alana's fast enough. Let's see. Oh, she did it. All right. Funbound survived barely. Okay, and then get Sweet. Okay, Xanth's coming to rescue Sweet. Okay, you're gonna undraft you. Gonna finish this guy off. Ranu died. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, Ranu. You perished in the line of duty. The 15-year-old child died. There's an ad for cough drops here right now. Oh my gosh, there's always... Twitch ads are crazy, by the way. I feel like if you get raided, if you raid someone... Here's my personal opinion. If you raid someone and you... what's it called? You should not be subject to watching ads before you can watch their content. And the same goes inverse. If you want to pull up someone's stream who just raided you, you should not be forced to watching ads. I think it's really silly that you're kind of forced into it. Yeah. All right, hold on. We got to... Hold on. I like how Xanth was tending to Sweet Tot and then just immediately went on a mental break. Fantastic. 10 out of 10 gameplay. All right. Let's quickly tend here now. Actually, no, I need Anya first. Anya needs to survive. Who's my other doctors? Okay, cool. All my other doctors are dead or dying. So that's not good. All right, so Anya will survive. Nope, she's still dying. Okay. Not doing enough for Daddy Bezos. Daddy Bezos can go perish in a fire for all I care. I am not subject to the whims of Papa Bezos. I refuse to be. Can we get someone to rescue this poor fella and then we can figure out the rest of the ship exploding? Okay. That's fine. We should probably haul that where it needs to go. No. It's okay, so first of all, I need Alana to eat, and then I'm gonna have Unholy pop the Psychic Soothe Pulsar. Okay, and then I'm gonna quickly... Let's see, who's dying? You're fine, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, so you're okay? Who's dying? Who's untended? Okay, so Immortal's got 2 injuries need tending now. So Sweet Tot is probably the next one, and Ziryu should be okay too. Ziryu's got... we'll be fine. Alright, let's get Alana to tend to make sure Immortal's not gonna die. And then let's go over to... Sweet Tot is over here. Let's make sure that's gonna be okay. Okay. Good. Alright, now we gotta rebuild the thruster, except the problem is I don't actually have enough steel for this. Which is actually a really huge problem because I was digging out the steel that we were gonna need for that project. So now we can't fly up. Okay. I think that's all the injuries that need to be immediately tended to. We really need... Oh my gosh, we really need... Alright, we're gonna need more brain stims, I guess. It's Randy. Yeah, I always use Randy. Okay, so Immortal's basically not functional until I can get another brain stim built. Unfortunately, brain stims do require Nutrimine, which I think I might have some, but I'm not sure if I have enough to make one. So that's unfortunate. All right. I need a builder to build this now. Okay, so Havel's still functional, which is good. So Havel, I'm gonna have... Oh, I can't build that. Okay, let's also get the graves built. You know what? This is just how Rimworld is, right? Sometimes people will die, and you just have to accept the fact that death is a very real thing that we have to accept. You know, we lost 3 comrades on this attack on our ship because they came in with weapons that we were not anticipating. Anyways, let me read the rest of chat that I completely skipped over while we were in that hyper stress out situation. Anyways, thank you for the raid. Hopefully your stream was good. I appreciate it very, very much. For the raiders who are new here, people just call me Oak. It's way easier than any other name to pronounce. Please speak English in channel because we've been having a lot of people coming in who speak not English, which is, you know, kind of whatever, but like, you know, I would prefer people speak English. I'm surprised, like again, I mentioned this before, but we have a lot of like, I don't even know how to describe it, like Russian people coming in, and they're just like, yeah, I'm just gonna... Hold on. Are you carrying anything on the body? Who's this? This is Slayer. Okay, you don't have anything. Okay, so we can bury. And then let's make sure we take the medicine off of Ranu's body first, and then we'll bury Ranu's body. Perfect. There we go. The time of the communist CATGIRLS beyond me. No, it's fine. Listen, I would expect... I actually had to write in the YouTube chat description, English, please. And I did it in like 3 languages. Just so that it could... Just so people understand, like, I need this chat to only be in English. Thank you. Stop speaking in like other languages. Thank you. Ray's got a permanent brain injury now too, is the problem. Which means I need another brain stim. Oh my gosh, I'm burning through so much steel just to get this up and running again. All right. Actually, while this is happening, can we get Boomhouse that arm? I'm gonna see if I can get Boomhouse that that Argotech arm to replace the right arm. Let's see if Alana can pull this off. I mean, there's a very real chance the meteor could hit the ship. I mean, I think at that point the ship would explode into a million tiny pieces, which would be pretty dang awful. So maybe we want to avoid that. All right, Sweet Todd's got infection now, so we got to make sure Sweet Todd is not going to die. All right. A plasteel meteorite's pretty cool. But my priority is still the steel, because I got to build this engine up and running. I got to get this engine up and running. Yeah, we got to get this up and running ASAP. There's so many things this colony needs to get done. So many. Also, look at all these dead bodies without heads anymore. I could probably rip through their bodies for items, but I don't care enough. Oh, this guy's got a PTRS though, so I'm kind of tempted to grab it. I guess every NEKOGRAD weapon that they have is just another weapon we can use for our own needs. Yeah, that's probably fine. Did you ever get the Architect Eye? Probably not. No, but we can replace your left eye with it if you really want. Yeah, we can install an eye on you because you're already in bed, right? Okay, I gotta get you in bed. Hello, Steve. How are you doing, comrade? You just missed a very painful engagement where people started dying left and right. It sucked. We're very much alive now. We also got to run the funeral events too, so we'll do that after. Let's have Alana quickly 10. I don't want anyone else doing this operation because that's just going to end in people having problems. So let's just do this real quick. Okay. Anya's up and running again, which is good. And then I'm just going to have her probably do work drive. And we'll just do it on Alana. Time to work harder. All right. And then let's do the funeral. Oh, our moral guide died. Oh, shoot. All right. So the commissar's dead. Which means we need a new commissar. Oh, no, Kefir's the commissar. Oh, Kefir's knocked out. All right, we can't really do the thing until he's up and running again. That's a salt meteor. Nice. You know, these things happen, though, on the rim. You can't always expect to be safe. People will die, and that's just how it is. You just have to accept that death lurks around every corner, and you just have to deal with it when the time comes, right? And that's kind of where we're at. Death came for us. Was it tragic? Yes. But that's okay. We'll survive. We will always find a way to survive. Now, we can't really go into space until this thing is fixed, though, because I need 180 steel for this thing. I also like to haul in our weapons that I would like to steal from these people. Okay, so medical emergency says you'll be fine. Just have to wait a little bit. A lot of these people just have to wait. I think we actually have enough grav panels to build a proper infirmary. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this lower section here, and I'll probably turn this into an infirmary. I think that's probably the best spot to put it. And then once we get this side done, we'll start expanding the left side as well to kind of match this side. I kind of don't like how this is designed. I probably will expand the kitchen a little bit more because in case we need 2 cooks, but we're down to 18 humans or cat girls. Yes, you will get a range weapon. What are you supposed to be equipped with? I believe you're set for a lineman kit, right? I think we just don't have the rifles, or I don't know why you never bought. Oh, you know what? I bet I know why. Probably don't have the carry capacity because you need a backpack. And my guess is we don't have any backpacks sitting around. Yeah, we don't. We need more. We need more backpacks. I think everyone's got a backpack but you because we just don't have any. So why don't we make a few more backpacks? I think that should be fine. We'll make it out of. Not cloth. I'm okay with making it out of anything that's not cloth. Okay. All right. So now that absolute nonsense chaos moment is over. Oh my goodness, my nose. So yeah, that's the welcome to Rimworld. Everyone dies. There's no peace. It's okay. You know what? This is part of the course. Do you know how to manually mod Rimworld.steam? you can download Rimsort. And I'm pretty sure you should be able to download the mods with Rimsort that way. Otherwise, you could probably just go look at... There is a website where you can plug in a Steam workshop link and you can download the file and then dump it into your mods folder. Yeah. I think those are like really the main options you have, depending on which one you're looking to do. Just keep that in mind. I would like this built now. Do we have enough steel yet? Alright, let's let Havel sleep. I've been overworking the poor fellow for too long. I wish we could find a trader. Is there a trader, maybe? Oh, wait! We can use Rimdeed! We can get a new person! Hold on. Should we hire someone on Rimdeed to replace the Fallen? Maybe let's wait until we do the funeral before we start looking, hiring someone off of the recruitment website. Try to get these guys up and running first and foremost. My number one priority is to get this stupid thruster up and running. Yeah, hopefully we can get that done. Okay, so Boomhouse now has at least one arm. Thank goodness he has manipulation again. Okay, so right now, Immortal is brain damaged enough that they are no longer functional. So my choices is basically give Immortal Luciferium, which is a very dangerous thing to do, or we try and wait for a brain stem. If Immortal's here, I'll let Immortal make the choice. Otherwise, we're just gonna roll with the brain stem, I think. I think we'll just roll with the brain stem. Oh my goodness, look. The guy can actually dig out rocks. Thank goodness. Alright, Suitan's back up and running. Is anyone else? Who else has major organ loss? Oh, right. Infidave's still missing the heart. Did we ever make the surrogate heart? We did. Okay, so I think it's time to attempt another surgery on Infidave and see if we can get Infidave up and running again with a new heart. You need the new heart. Well, all the beds are full right now, so maybe not. Alright, let's run the funerals. For X-Slayer. Imagine an interview for a position while the previous occupants get dragged by feet into the furnace. I mean, we're not burning our comrades. We're giving them proper burials. Because they deserve to be remembered. Right, our comrades deserve to be buried. Oh my gosh, Xanth here is also missing an eye. We should probably give that eye. Okay, so Zero, you do have your eye. Your biostability is a little down, so you gotta wait until that's fixed, but you should be fine in the long term. Alright. Let's see. It was a good funeral. Alright, do the next one. We're gonna do all the funerals back to back right now. Alright, that's all we can do. Don't use Rimpy. Yeah, don't use Rimpy. I used Rimpy for a long time, and it was a bit of a disaster, as some would say. Very much so. Alright, so this is the funeral for Comrade Ranu, who died valiantly. Alright. And then we're going to do the last one for Zeoposer, in honor of all of his brave accomplishments out here on the rim. We need to make us an idea. Yes, that'd be great, actually. I've been always wanting to make a crest for NEKOGRAD, but I just never got around to making like a proper crest design or like a flag design, because I need one anyways for the Star Sector mod, and I've just been a little lazy in figuring that out. All right, here we go. Good. 3 good internments, which means everyone should have a plus 15 mood buff for the next foreseeable future. Okay, 11 is fine. There we go. I need to get this built now. Do we have enough steel yet, or are we still waiting on steel? All right. All right, Havel's hungry. Anya's sick of sensory mechanites. We may need to do more arms and hands, and we need more weapon storage systems. I'm just gonna slap down another one of these things. And do it like this for now. I just don't know where to dump all this. Okay, so we have okay, you know what we need? Yeah, I think a custom ritual or something like that would probably be fine too. You know what? I think we should probably get into turrets. Maybe turrets would not be the worst idea. And just start setting up like automated defenses on this ship, even if it's not the most effective. I just need something to give us a little bit more long-term protection rather than sending ourselves out, because we don't even have like an outer area right now. We could also build a walker frame, but I think that's going to be a little later. Let's see. Ashy's not dying, so which is fine. Advanced bionics would be okay if we could afford it, but we can't. Compact weaponry would get us elbow blades and things like neural computation. What's a neural calculator? A non-intelligent microcomputer controlled by a visual tactile neural interface, this is memory and calculation. It gives 20% research speed if you're willing to build one of these things. It's actually not super expensive. It is kind of pricey though. Synthetic organs might actually be fine. Actually, wait a second, hold on. Synthetic organs allows me to make an AI chip. AI chips require one brainstem, one MA-AI chip. MA-AI chips are made with a Persona core, which is the problem because we can't easily get Persona cores. Okay, that's unfortunate. That sucks. Alright. In that case, why don't we just research turrets for now? Let's get heavy weapons so we can get some heavier defensive options, and we can start building maybe like an outer ring for protection, like of embrasures or turrets or something along those lines. We do have a decent amount of width that we can play with, so we might just start setting that up. I did see mods where people allow you to build like turrets into the walls, but I chose to not download those. I feel like if you're gonna, you know, have that type of thing, you better work a little harder for your turret protection, you know what I mean? That's kind of why. So I didn't realize it's so, like, I don't know who's got the stupid, is it Kef here? No. It's Sun. Stop dropping those things. I need you to stop using those. There we go. I just don't have steel. We're just perpetually out of steel for most of these projects. And I think that's the part that's like super difficult right now. Maybe let's stop making components for now just because I can't really afford it, and we'll build the rest of this one eventually. The thing is, we haven't found prosthetics traders. So we actually do have trade beacons, but we haven't found traders to trade with, right? Like, that's really the big issue. Also, everyone hates us, if you might have noticed. So that's a little difficult. So, unfortunately, that's the struggle. Also, we're in an area where it's perpetually winter. No one really wants to come visit us. I don't know why they all hate us, by the way. That's like the other part that drives me a little nuts. And I do need to get to this location. This crashed mechanoid platform is our next major goal. Maybe it's because everyone hates cat-girl communism. I don't know. Here's, oh, did they nerf it? What was the rate before? What's the rate now? As for the mods, you can just use the workshop to look at them, and they've automatically revealed Rimsort does not work that way. I think what you have to do is actually, I have no idea how Rimsort will work if you're not using a official version of Rimworld. Or I'm sorry, if you're using a non-Steam version of Rimworld, I'm actually not sure how that operates. Please deliver to this thing, pray. Construction skills too low. All right. I need a builder to deliver. Comrade Anya is probably okay. I'm really surprised, like, they don't like these rooms. I know they're very cramped, but you would think that, hey, it's pretty nice crew beds with a nice crew locker. You know, just 4 to a tiny room. Just no art. It's just pain and suffering. I probably should just put, like, art pieces or something in there. I don't remember if I have a mod that allows me to put, like, wall-mounted art. Probably not. I don't think I have anything wall-mounted. Yeah, okay, that's fine. This is back in the beta days. They nerfed the orbital, you know, like once per year per quantum set of the 2%. Oh, okay. They want the players to caravan more often. Gotcha. I feel like these guys shouldn't hate me immediately. Like, I don't know why they hate me. Let's take a look. Okay, well, they're a rough Outlander union, so I guess they naturally will just... Natural enemy supremacists. Natural enemy supremacists. These guys are okay. These guys are okay. Rough Outlander unions hate us. And then the Empire of the Moon is slowly not hating us anymore. Well, I should probably just automatically switch that to like 0, because it's supposed to be 0, I think. Right? I'm gonna pretend it's supposed to be 0. Hold on. Because I know like the mod had initially messed it up a bit. Let me just quickly set them to 0 approximately. Alright, good enough. Okay, so yeah, we have no choice, but we gotta go travel if we want to go find stuff. Ugh. The struggle. The problem is I can't really travel any... I mean... What is this? The Tapestry of Discovery, a prison camp. Can't really go over there too easily. I kind of wish I reinstalled vanilla framework or vehicle framework, just so I can have like a car. I don't have the shuttle, unfortunately, because we just have not found a shuttle thing at all. Also, hold on. A lone figure's approaching nearby. Sure, let's send someone to talk to the lone genius. Sweetheart died of what? Infection. Wait, what? Oh my goodness. Oh, the 10 quality was so... Who attended to you? Oh my gosh. All right, well, there goes another comrade. Sanguine, tough, heat tolerant, aesthetic, careful. Shoot, I wasn't paying attention. I thought he was going to be okay. I'm sorry, Sweetheart. I'm sorry that you had to perish. All right, let's just strip all your major parts and then we'll bury you the way you're meant to be. Don't worry, we'll remember you. Alright, first of all, let's send Anya to talk to you there, and then we'll go here. I did see that he's got NPC vehicles coming out. Yeah, I was paying attention to some of the comments about it. It's kind of buggy right now, but I am kind of excited for it. I think it'll be a very interesting twist. Okay. The strange figure keeps muttering about some scientific breakthrough. All he needs is a laboratory. If you let him stay, he will share his vast knowledge with you. It's hard to tell whether he's insane or a genius, or both. He offers to use his healing power to help you. He may be very useful, but you also sense there's something Slash is not telling you. Come on board, Slash. Alright, well, he comes with a laser rifle, which is pretty good. Resilient, farsighted, wimp, impatient cook, slow learner, and avoid fascination. Interesting. Alright, well, reload your rifle, and then, do we have anyone in the queue? I do have someone in the queue. Okay. Someone else want to join? If you want to join the queue, I'll roll it off in like, I don't know, 10 minutes. We'll roll it off in about 10 minutes. But for now, Slash will just kind of vibe here as we gotta bury Sweetheart now, who I did not realize was dying of an infection because holy cow, there was like a million things that I was trying to pay attention to at once. All right, let's bury the poor fella. Did we get the brain stimmy built? Not yet. Okay. I think we just don't have the steel yet. Oh my goodness, the engine's up and running again. All right. All right. Last funeral that we gotta do. In honor of Comrade Sweetheart, who perished in the line of duty fighting off the terrible invaders who dared step on our glorious territory, trying to assault our ship, the No Hope. Well, I think in honor of this great battle, there should be hope. We do have hope for a brighter future. And so the ship will now be renamed... Oh, I can't rename this, can I? Just kidding, I cannot rename the ship after all. Oops. Oh, no, here I can, yes. Okay, we're calling it, let's see. Let's see, we're gonna call this... It's no longer the No Hope. We're gonna call this the Some Hope. Okay. I found it, don't worry. I'm good at game, I swear. Also, we're gonna just copy this. We're gonna have all four of these linked together. Paste the settings. Let's haul this weapon in so we can finally dump that somewhere. Perfect. I'm very good at this game, I promise. Me very smart. Please believe. Please believe. I actually can't fit this in the floor-mounted fuel tank. That's actually the part I don't understand. That's fine. I guess we should just fly somewhere. Since it's I'll wait until I get all this steel here. We have enough food to last us for a bit longer anyways, so it's okay. Some hope when we just established the NEKOGRAD National Experiment. Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. Right? People die, we just have to take care of, you know, their next of kin and make sure that they are honored and remembered. I'm gonna start expanding the ship now because I've been meaning to do this for like an eternity. I want to move the main pilot console to this area here. That's why we're going through this grandiose effort to expand the ship. And I think I might turn this area into the fusion reactor. Maybe. I think there's enough room to fit 2 fusion reactors in here. Or I might just make this a generic storage room for the time being because I don't know where else I can put stuff. So, a lot of choices that I have to think about. But it all requires copious... Oh, we need more trees. You chop down more trees real fast. If our plant workers aren't doing anything, I want them to start chopping them down. After several deaths and some critical injuries, got hopeful beatings will continue until morale improves. Yeah, Randy's just toughening us up for the real battles ahead, right? It's all a lead up to the real fights. Also, please, you should have a backpack. Please put on a backpack. We'll get your gear up and running better, but I need this done. Okay. So now you have the carrying capacity to hopefully get your weapons. Let's get Steve rearmed. There we go. You're getting rearmed, right? Okay, there we go. Steve has a gun. Fantastic. All right, who else needs to be rearmed? Airman, Joker's got melee. Oh yeah, you got to get defensive postures. Unholy has a little bit of shooting skill, but not really, so we're just gonna give you a shotgun. That's fine. You can't fight. Ixonia is a melee beater, but I don't really have a melee kit loaded out. Your comm unit intercepted an unencrypted message. It indicates a location where loot is stored nearby, but you don't know what it is. It could also be a trap. Should we go explore this mysterious loot? I mean, we could probably go there and we'd probably win any engagement, I think. Maybe? I really need better helmets, I think. I think our biggest issue is that we just don't have helmets. But I don't like the look of helmets look ugly. Like, unironically, like the main reason I haven't bothered using helmets is that they just look really ugly. I don't want to just give them plate helmets either. Simple helmet. Not supposed to be pretty, but they should look pretty. They should be aesthetic. Armor should always be aesthetic. You have to... Having nice armor gives you aura farming points, okay? The part where you asked me to cheat for you. I mean, I'm not going to say no if you want to add our cool NEKOGRAD helmets. I mean, I know we have some people wearing helmets. I think, like, if you do wear a helmet, the hat actually goes on top of it, which is appropriate. It's just really funny. Here, I'll show you an example. So if you have, say... I'm just going to spawn one in. Like, if you take a look at this right now, if you actually give a helmet... I don't know why this doesn't work properly. It actually does just go underneath. See? It's so funny. Bikini armor for the head. I'm not going to say no to that. That actually sounds really funny. If you just make it like the exact stats, I think that'd be fine too. Oh my goodness, we're being sieged. Oh geez, the furries are after us. I think we just grab all this and get out of here. Let's haul this in and we're just gonna run. I don't feel like fighting the furries today. I'm pretty sure we could just slaughter them, but I think I'm okay just not bother. No, I'm feeling violent. I'm pretty sure we have the range to kill them. What are they equipped with anyways at most? Bolt action, Meowsins, pump shotties. This guy's got a PKM, which is probably the scariest threat that they have. I kind of want actually what they have. Sure, let's go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gret Sun. Leave slash can. All right, this should be enough to deal with this. Got any ones for armors? You'd recommend Task Force 141 for tactical operator. Looks in a group like Roy for Soviet, post-Soviet aesthetic. Kind of depends what you're looking for. Whenever I look at mods for armor in Rimworld, I literally just pick whichever one. I literally just go by rule of cool, honestly. I'm always of the opinion that, like, just go with rule of cool depending on what you're, like, what kind of aesthetic you're looking for. I typically, like I said, I prioritize aesthetics way more than functionality for some unholy reason. It's not very good, but that's just how I choose to partake in funny game. All right, so Havel's set up, so we're gonna start gunning them down. We'll keep Sunner over here. All right, we're trying to just basically delay them from setting up. Yeah, they hop around the corner, they get shot down. And Havel is just gonna, you know what? Auto fire's fine. Go full auto, Havel. Go nuts. We'll just suppress them. There you go. Perfect. And then Kamradanya, we'll just start blasting them. There we go. Most of them are basically gonna die, and then they approach, then Funbound will just shotgun them. All right, cool. I didn't even have to do anything. Havel just MVP. Gunning them down. Alright, let's see what they got before they die. Hold on. What they got? What do you have? Stealing the great NEKOGRADian gear, huh? Literal dogs wearing what should be our gear. Alright, strip that off of you. And this, and this, and this. Actually, just strip him whole. This one definitely will strip him whole as well. So strip this one, and strip this one, and then... Actually, this one too will strip him full. Perfect. And then we execute them all. Oh, he's already dead. Alright. We don't have an execution button, do we? Oh.
アワーキャットガールリーダーシャルビープレイズド
But I'm not a cat girl. Where are you seeing this cat girl part? Hi, Garm, how are you? Thanks for the 28 months, comrade. Or, as I saw someone say, thank you for that one holy scripture, brother. I think I saw that in, like, some Warhammer stream. Can't remember where. But how are you doing, Garm? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Welcome to everyone dying the game. We actually lost a bunch of people earlier today, so that's fun. We're trying to keep everyone alive. Slowly, sort of, if we have the materials to do so. Kind of, maybe. You're still sore from being overworked? Jesus, I hope you're... I hope you're able to find, like, a point in time where you can just take a break and not be suffering. You should not have to work that much as you're, like, being forced to work, I think. You need to find a way to take a break or you will burn out, and that's, like, the last thing you want, I think. Losing people is fun. Losing is fun. You just have to be willing... Like, losing, I think, is okay. You just have to be willing to lose a certain amount. And right now, we're just trying our best to, you know, not lose too much. Just lose enough, right? Actually, what I do want to do is I do want to build this, solar paneling. I have no idea how this is built, though, is the problem. And I think it requires scaffolding. 200 watts per tile. So if I turn this entire section into grav light solar paneling, that's a decent amount of solar power. That's the secret. You're always burnt out. That's not healthy. That's not healthy, Comrade Garm. You need to be able to find, be less stressed. That's easy to say, but I guess it's not really feasible. Also, here we go. We're gonna build this pilot console now. All right, we're moving this entire ship stuff over here. All right, this. Oh shoot, not again. I trapped someone in here again. Let's fix that up. Actually, hold on. Delete this one and delete this one. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So let's delete this one. Because again, we're redesigning this area anyway, so we're gonna expand this up like this here, and then this entire section will get deleted. Let's just put a door here and here for now. You know what's the solution to being burnt out? There is no solution. You just gotta take a break. When in doubt, the solution is always just to take a break. I'm surprised. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised I haven't burnt out from being a VTuber after all these years. I always see stories of like, oh, I'm quitting VTubing or I'm done VTubing, but I'm still here. 5 years and counting. I am too stubborn to quit at this point, and this is just way too much of my regular day-to-day life cycle that if I stop streaming for even once, I'm just gonna be like, what am I doing? Is that healthy? I have no idea. Probably not. But that's where I'm at. That's where we're at now. Okay, I'm gonna put a... Oh, I can put a GravTech console. Okay, sure, we'll put a GravTech console here, and we'll put a engineering console on this side. These things do things for the ship, I'm not sure. They'll do something relevant, probably. Alright, we're harvesting all the stuff that they dropped, right? Perfect. Also, there is a steel armor vest. Of your plant management. Is it still related to the thing that you mentioned to me the other day where bad thing happened? Is that still, like, relevant? Some more conduits. I need to make sure this is all fully powered. There we go, like that. Beautiful. That should be enough to power everything. Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah. Not much you can do in that scenario other than just, like, I don't know, hope that it all goes away. Okay, why is this not... Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this pilot cockpit. Let's move this here for now. And I do want to dismantle the hull here. And that should be okay. We're basically going to redesign the ship, like, right now before we head off. And continue on our magical journey through the stars. And also the next tile. Yeah, that should be okay. Also need to make sure we haul all this wood in, because that wood is going to is basically fueling these bonus generators that are providing a little bit of extra power that we need desperately to maintain our relevancy. I do want to eventually do the fusion power. We do have access to fusion power. We just don't have anyone to buy helium-3 from. Now, we could use deuterium, but I'd rather get helium-3 instead. I think that's a little better. So that's the unfortunate. Is there any more compacted steel? Let's see. There is actually a lot of compacted steel on the map. Oh, okay, we're already digging it out. Perfect. That's a lot of meteors. You immediately went into hide your room sadness as soon as you bought that meteor, which is probably concerning. Okay, heavy auto turrets would at least give us additional protection, although these use 114 ammunition. So basically super slugger rounds, which is fine, but something to just keep in mind. Yeah, I think we're gonna be stuck here for a little bit longer. I think I'm also gonna just order some animal hunting. Let's hunt down the raccoons, the rats, squirrels, turkeys, the hares, and let's go manually kill that herd of muffalo right here. Let's grab you, you, and you. Bring them down here. Let's go kill some muffalo. What if the cure to catgirl depression is on a cool rock falling out of space? I mean, hey, look, if that's a solution to catgirl depression, then so be it. I don't know what catgirl depression is supposed to look like, but maybe someone else could tell me more about catgirl depression. I'm not familiar with the vibe of catgirl depression. Okay, this one's dead. Let's move over here. Just trying to make sure we assassinate these things. Alright, maybe we shouldn't be walking out there. Fine. Alright, minor injuries. You have just punched by a muffalo. That's okay. Alright. Laser pointer can cure cat depression. I mean, maybe. Like I said, I need to buy a laser pointer. That's right. We have cats, and I haven't bought a laser pointer for them to, like, chase around. That'd be kind of funny. Comrade Anya is super sad, by the way, after all the things that have happened. Higher expectations, disturbed sleep, planetary. Maybe Comrade Anya, as the Comrade Premier, should have her own personal living quarters, right? I think the people who are of have high expectations, namely the people who have roles, should have their own room, probably. So we'll try to do that at some point. Also, if we can do any more of these role things, most of these aren't ready right now, so that's okay. We'll just kind of chill until this thing is ready to be built. Although I think I'm out of steel again. Actually, no. Comrade Havel, Master Builder. It's time to continue the great works. Why is this not connected, by the way? It shouldn't need to be connected to Astrofuel, I think. It just needs, I think, a power connection to the engine. And that should be fine. Anyways, who's excited for Menace tomorrow? I like Menace. I wish I had more time to play that game on my own personal time, but I just barely have time to play. Oh my gosh, I mentioned this on Discord. I may have gotten back into the toxic game called For Honor over the weekend. It is a really great game when you can get into the mood for it. If you can't, it is probably one of the most frustrating experiences you've ever played. And I don't ever recommend people playing it right now. Why do I hate myself? I don't know. I apparently enjoy self-flagellation and consistently set myself to play the most painful games possible. It's really funny because I actually was getting into the flow of it again, and I was doing really good. Like I remembered, like it was all flooding back to me as I was playing. I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually a god at this game. And then I realized that it was actually it was a free weekend, and the only reason I was doing okay was because it was a free weekend. Like that's literally the only reason I was doing mildly okay. Well, the thing is, For Honor is like just a very popular title. It has a very dedicated fan base of people, and they actually just released a new character. because you know they're releasing new characters that are themed after real archetypes, and the new one is Lubu. They added a Lubu character who is the most broken, overpowered piece of garbage I've ever seen, and it makes me hate the game and I want to stop playing, but I literally can't stop playing this stupid game. It's a curse, I tell you. Why is this not connected? Wait. Oh, does it... Okay, hold on. Does the engine have to be... Okay, wait. I think the engine has to be, like, within this thing's bubble. I think that's how this is supposed to operate. Maybe that's why... Hold on. Does this mess up the whole ship? Okay. Got it. Okay, so as long as this one is connected... So you can chain them. Got it. As long as it's chained. Okay, so... Why is this not connected? Am I crazy? Oh, wait a second. I see the problem. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, so fun fact: you can't use it doesn't want a grav jumper engine. It wants a grav ship engine, which is the bigger version. Fun fact: I am short about 40 grav light panels to being able to build this thing. What is this? 4 by 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 by 4. So that's 16. 16 times 2 would be 32. So I'd have 32 panels here. And I would need a bunch of advanced components too, which is like the other annoying thing. All right, I'm just gonna build the pilot cockpit. We're gonna build the stupid pilot cockpit again. All right, that's fine. We'll come up with we're coming up with solutions. Just the solution is not here yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a small cockpit, and we're gonna go to the next point of interest and go get ourselves a brand new set of beautiful grav light panels that we can abuse. There we go. Games for bloating grind, frustrated by increased grind more, news at 11. Exactly. This is truly a problem of my own creation, okay? Oh wait, traders. Hold on, I'm gonna trade with them. Hello there, people. Welcome aboard. What do you have? Also, we're gonna research. Let's see. You know what? Walker frames sound kind of fun, but I don't think that's actually useful right now. Security door or drug production. Long blades would get us access to better weapons. Long swords would be kind of fun. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's learn how to make swords. Okay, here we go. They have 138 silver. What can I buy from them? Herbal meds? That's fine. You can have this. And this. You don't need the cowboy hats either. You can take the dusters that we're not really using. Alright, I guess. Take this one. And... Okay, but they really don't have much. That's fine. Alright, I'll take it. That's fine. I'll just take their silver. Give me your silver. I need your silver. All right, let's go travel. I was hoping that we would be able to build a star base, but I think it's just I did like the sheer amount of grav light panels, and you can't build grav light panels until like way later. It's just super rough. Also, did we build the brain stems? No, because we don't have the Nutramine. So we gotta get our hands on Nutramine or grow Nutriflower, which we might actually do at some point. Let's go get out of here. Did we get all the steel? I think we got most of it. I don't think I want to keep waiting to just keep digging out more steel. All right, let's haul this in. And let's stop digging this out. Just grab what we can and we'll fly away. We'll continue our journey. I will say, though, this does look at least a little nicer now that the ship is a little bit bigger. What do you mean there's no space for steel? There is literally an entire container for it. Game, please. Come on. Oh, I'm leaving behind this entire plasteel meteor. Oh, that's fine. It kind of sucks to leave behind that plasteel meteor, but I don't want to have to sit here any longer. I want to fly. I want to keep traveling. Because if we keep traveling, we can get more tech. We'll be able to probably get, I think we're doing grav ship weaponry. Oh, this is... Oh, wait, maybe that's... Wait, hold on. Wait, did I read that correctly? I'm sorry, this thing has a range of 9,000... This is a full map range. Fires 1,200 rounds per minute. Oh, wait, it's a... Oh, that's funny. I see why. This weapon's not designed for CE, so I actually cannot use these turrets. These turrets are actually useless. Because they're point defense, like, I guess, yeah, I can't use them. This one wait, hold on. This one shoots down drop pods and explosive projectile. Wait, that just seems a little overpowered. Wait, so you can just completely neuter mortars with this thing. Yeah, these aren't ready yet, that's fine. In that case, I think we're just gonna research. Let's do compact workspace, this is fine. Okay, now that we got the steel, I think, let's head on out of here. We no longer need to be in this accursed realm. All right, launch. We're gonna go to the next destination, which is the crashed mechanoid platform. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna deal with that, because mechanoids will again give me a bajillion problems. All right, let's go. That's fine. Not much I can do. All right. The stallion cannot exit some hope. What do you mean? Oh, what the? This stupid horse just destroyed my... Oh my god. This stupid horse just destroyed all of my doors. Alright, whatever, let's just get out of here. It couldn't find a way out, and apparently it doesn't know how to open, so it decided I'm just going to destroy the door instead. Oh, jeez, I'm losing internet. No. Okay, I lost some frames. That was weird. Okay, hello? Am I back? I think I'm back. Alright. Let's get out of here. We did what we could here. It was a noble attempt. We'll remember all the dear comrades who perished at this interest site. Their sacrifices will be remembered. I will discard the map. We'll discard the corpses. We don't need to keep them anymore. Alright, let's see how this one pans out. I think this one's going to be really rough because I don't know how this one normally operates, so we'll see. Alright, so... oh god. There's two of them. Okay. And there's no wildlife either, so I hope we brought enough food. I think what we'll do is we'll park ourselves in the middle here. And... yeah, I think we'll just park in the middle. And we'll start figuring out how we're gonna approach this. I'm trying to think how much food we have. I think we have enough food for about 4 days here before we start to run out. Oh wait, we finished that immediately. Okay. Let's do heat dissipation next. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna start digging out all the steel. And then I'm gonna order auto hacking on this one. And this one. And we'll just let that roll. We have enough food, I think, for a couple days, so hopefully, worst comes to worst, we'll find another food solution. We'll kill the boomalopes if I have to. In the meanwhile, we might have to assign this to someone now. I haven't assigned this person to anyone yet, and it's probably a little overdue. I gotta find some Nutramine. Yeah. Okay. Alright, Xanth actually hacked through this fairly quickly, so let's just have Xanth peek in. Alright, we're just gonna have you not go in there because I am seeing no mechanoids. There's just the vats, which is the more concerning part. Okay, so we're gonna leave that alone. Let's hack the other door. Kind of want to see where we go in because I remember these are like really rough unless you have like the right tools. I'm just gonna poke in. Okay, no mechanoids. Check the next door. Ah, yes, my favorite, the hallways of death. That is definitely not a room we want to go in. Lock that up. That is definitely a room we don't want to go in. All right. Yeah, that's okay. That's let's see. So we got pikemen, cyclopses. Oh my god. Yeah, we're not doing that. You know what we need? No, wait, do I have access to this yet? Do I have EMP grenades? Yeah, we're gonna... God, 6 components for a single EMP grenade is so for 10 EMP grenades is so expensive, but you know what? I have no choice. This is the easiest way to get rid of this. Okay, let's not allow that door either. Okay. That's the destination, the mechanoid processor, I think, which has to get destroyed. Alright, we'll seal that off. Alright. Let's get Infidave out of here. And we'll figure out how we're gonna deal with this. Alright, Zeoposer has returned. Let's see. You are a pyromaniac who grew up to be a pond designer. The power of fire and water, I guess. Because that you're a pyromaniac. You're athletic, you're craven, farsighted, and heat intolerant. We did have a pyromaniac previously, and we managed to handle their fire desire, but I'm not sure how we're going to handle your fire desire if we don't really have any fire sitting around, which is probably the bigger concern. I need to figure out what I'm going to do about that. Maybe I just set up a, maybe I just set up a small brazier. A small brazier, like, right here is fine. That might be okay. Let's do that. Okay. Because we need the panels. Okay, so I can ignore this one for now, but I'm gonna wait until we have the EMP grenades. Yeah, I think EMP grenades is the next immediate priority, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade all of the CQC kits to carry EMP grenades X2. Everyone should always have 2 EMP grenades. Same with the shotgun kit, or machine gun kit should also have EMPs. And what's the last one that I need? I think even the linemen should carry EMPs, because you never know when you're gonna need an EMP, right? There we go. I'm learning! We're remembering EMP grenades are a thing that can benefit us greatly in the fights to come. So, hopefully we have someone sit down and make metric tons of these, because boy, we're gonna need it. Hopefully someone's gonna sit there soon. Yeah, there we go. See, Airman Joker's gonna slam these out, and now he's a little slow because... Nope, he's just... That's it. It just takes time. If we had more stuff, maybe. It probably doesn't help that I'm running at 200 TPS. Probably because there's a lot of mechanoids and stuff on this map, so... If we kill the mechanoids, I think the game will run a little smoother. Now, I do need to use the restroom because I've been talking non-stop for the past God knows how long, so... I will let you look at the game from this angle. I'll be right back. Let me save the game in case something bad happens. Alright, I'll be right back. You can gawk at the ship for the time being. Let me wait until the research is finished. Hold on, this thing's almost done. So I can pick a new one. Come on. It's almost finished. There we go. Let's pick a new one. We're gonna research the art of automated fabrication so I can stop having a pawn sitting down and making components. Oops, wrong button. Alright, here's the ship. Actually, you noticed kind of interesting today that I was paying attention to at least somewhat earlier. I don't know if anyone uses Adobe Animate here, but apparently a lot more people than I thought actually use Adobe Animate, which if you're not familiar with is this program that basically a lot of web animators, I think even including like someone like Jaded Animations, uses for a lot of projects. The guy who made Sticky Fingers in Eternity Go on Newgrounds, I think also did it on there too. And Adobe just out of the blue today was like, hey, so anyways, we're dropping support for Adobe Animate. Good luck, everybody. And turns out people were not terribly fond of that decision, to no one's surprise. I only bring it up because the backlash for it was so intense that they immediately was backtracked and was like, just kidding, Lamau, we're gonna keep Adobe Animate around. We're just not gonna, it's just gonna be in maintenance mode, so don't expect any more new support. It's just there now. And I thought that was so interesting that the people's backlash was so bad that they had no choice but to basically be like, yep, all right, fair enough, sounds good. All right, I think we can go attack this one. Okay, so how do I actually engage in this fight? Let's see. Let's grab Sun and Infidave and Comrade Dennis? No, yeah. Actually, I think we'll take Ray. We'll take Ray and that should, and we'll take Ziruzan. I think should be okay. We'll see if we can do this. Yeah. Are you dead yet? No, you're alive, but we did lose 4 people earlier in a very tragic invasion by the evil furries, I think. I can't remember if they were furries or not, but they were people that attacked us, and it was very sad, and people died. How are you, Infidave? We're doing our best to survive out here, but we're about to try to deal with the mechanoids so we can get our very cool items that we want. So we're gonna... This is actually a really bad way of doing things, but I'm gonna try this. I think what I can do... It's such a super janky way to do this. I'm gonna run over here. There's a turret here, which is also really annoying. I'm just gonna lob a grenade over there. Okay, run, 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 run. Okay, now we flee backwards out of here as fast as we can. Okay, now they're chasing us very quickly, which is very sad. Very annoying. Okay, so Infidave needs to be... Okay, so hold on. We're gonna try this. This is gonna be super bad. Okay, so I think Ray... Okay, so I'm gonna have Infidave switch to the EMPs. Just lob one in the back. We're gonna eat EMP burn, but that's okay, I think. Okay, so now we're gonna have you switch to your shotgun and just start blasting. Should be okay here. Maybe this is okay. I think they might end up friendly firing them a lot of their own units, which is perfectly fine. And hopefully we can use this to maybe deny them. Maybe we just keep staggering them. Get Zero over here as well, standing in this corner. Basically, just funnel them into the corridor. You switch to your sword. You need to just keep chopping them down. Let's get Alana over here as an emergency backup doctor. Wow, that surprisingly worked. You got a new laptop. What are you gonna play on your new laptop? Oh shoot, where did this guy come from? Hello. This goober came around the corner. Please shoot him. Okay, solid. Rampage took a bit of a beating. Sun is a tank, by the way. Absolute hero unit. Oh shoot, we gotta go deal with that thing in the back now. Okay. Okay, thankfully I think we can just gun it down. Do I need more shields? Wow. That went really well, surprisingly. Second hand. Wait, so it's a new... Oh, new to you. Got it. Are you going to be playing Helldivers with a new update? Did you see the new tank update? Oh, I'm excited. I'm going to play Helldivers tonight just so I can push the fight to Cyberstan. The new trailer has some definite Are We the Baddies energy, and it's so funny. Alright, let's get Sun up front with Ray following and Infidave behind, and then Ziryu coming in the rear. Lana will stay right there. Alright, let's just keep pushing up. We gotta deal with the turret now. I think we can just rush the turret, right? Let's lob an EMP. Okay. Okay, now we just run in there. Start. No. Don't use that. Use your sword. Use your sword. Way faster. Okay. Not too bad. The room has been cleared. Let's go see what's in here. Oh, there we go. The panels. T14 is not really for games. What's a T14? What do you mean by T14? Let's have Sun go in here real fast. Check the next room out. Okay, let's not go in this room. And they're active now. All right, great. Let's have everyone go back. Okay, yeah, that's that is definitely a room. Oh my god. Okay, wait, hold on. So there's the ancient grav engine with the core that I need. There are 3 pikemen, 1 centipede burner, and a cyclops. Now I could probably bait it out, maybe. The whole point of the game is to use us being baddies. I mean, it depends on your interpretation of being a baddie, right? Really depends on what you mean by being a baddie in Helldivers. Because the way it made it sound like is like we're literally just out there invading a planet. We're not protecting ourselves from invaders. We're out there invading. Which, you know, is generally considered, you know, a kind of a criminally act, if that makes sense. Just, you know, something to keep in mind. Do we really not have power? Oh my goodness, it's... What the heck? It's hooked up with that. Okay, I don't know why these are hooked up like this, but that's super odd. I'm just gonna fix this up real quick. Okay. I mean, it's managed democracy. It's not true democracy. It's special democracy. It's special democracy. Let's call it that. It's not your normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill democracy. It's special democracy. Although words like that would probably get me labeled as a heretic, so I don't know. Oh wait, I think I can afford to build the... I need 8 advanced components, which I guess do this until we have 10 is fine. Do that, should be okay. I've never streamed Helldivers, by the way. Every time, I think sometimes, like, should I stream Helldivers? But usually I end up saying no. Mostly because I don't think my PC could handle me streaming Helldivers and playing, you know, like playing Helldivers and streaming at the same time. I don't think that my equipment's actually good enough for it. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. It is fun. No, I will not stream League. I have mentioned this a million times. I will never, ever stream League of Legends, okay? I have standards. I will not stream League of Legends. I have morals and standards, and I will not subject myself and subject all of you to watching me play that game. If I wanted to play League of Legends, I will play on my own personal time with my friends where we can suffer together. Also, let's get you your new heart. Alright, we're gonna see if we can install a new heart into Infidave. Alright. And then you quickly grab this guy, put him in there. Alright, Immortal's back there. Alright, let's see if Alana can do this surgery. Come on. Fresh heart. Hello, Cryptomaniac. They stole our peaceful planet killer genocide, a weapon to use for their evil intentions. Super Earth is clearly the good guys. I mean, that's true, too. How dare they steal the planet killer plans from Super Earth, and it's totally not a riff off of Star Wars. You're still stuck in Terra Invicta. Well, that's your own fault for playing Terra Invicta. Alright, we got Infidave's surrogate heart in, so it's not as good of, it's not a good heart, but it'll get you its functions for now until we can get you a proper heart. I don't know how I'm gonna approach this room, by the way. This is probably gonna be like the nastiest thing I have to deal with, and that's gonna be a disaster. So once we can figure out how we're gonna do that, that'd be great. But I do need to move a little faster. I am running out of food. We don't have infinite food. We have enough to last us a couple days. Almost everyone's gear is starting to get worn out, which is also another problem. Earth fleet got wiped by aliens, so other factions are destroying your city. Ah, gotcha. Oh wait, I think... How big is this thing? Okay, so I think we're gonna put it here, actually. What I'm gonna do is ultimately I'm gonna destroy this. I'm gonna knock down this wall, put a wall here, put the engine here. I think that's where how I'm gonna design this. All right, should we get ready to deal with the mechanoid threat? Installing backup parts. We don't have backup parts. I actually was kind of like curious about 40k lore again recently, so I started reading up on more stuff. So I didn't actually know this, but you know those giant, I think they're called dreadnoughts? So I didn't know too much lore about them until I started reading about it. And I didn't realize that they were like people who are you know, like space marines who are super injured, but they're so valuable to, you know, mankind that they're basically kept alive in a sarcophagus, right? And they can't ever leave it. Like they are kept alive for thousands and tens of thousands of years, fighting forever and ever and ever, and it's a tragic existence, right? Because you will never feel, you know, anything on your skin. You are only part of this giant metal contraption that people have to keep you alive in. Otherwise, all that breadth of knowledge that you have accumulated over many years is lost to time, and it's tragic. Why is there a dead corpse in here? Allow corpses of all that stuff is fine. Wait, I did the wrong category. There we go, should be fine. Because you're still in the box while killing aliens. Yeah, but you can still die is the thing. You're not... Are you still human if you are simply... Oh my gosh, why did we take all these corpses with us? That's the problem, because I'm not paying attention, so all these corpses got stuck in here and we didn't haul them out. I need to get rid of these and start, like, organizing our stuff better. Okay. Only in death does duty end. That is also true. Only in death will you find peace. Only in death are they able to finally sleep. Okay, I think we should go probably kill some mechanoids. So what am I seeing here? The biggest issue is, well, obviously trying to get past the burner. And Sun is still recovering, right? I think we get Sun a shield. Let's get Sun a shield. Let's see. All right, more ballistic shields. I should just have a stockpile of ballistic shields for the poor guy. These marines are built different. Their psyche's already close to warp cess machine anyway. Not like they can cry over the inability to touch grass, but it's still, it's the changes that, you know, are you still human after all those changes? They're post-human. I would still, like, here's my thing. I would argue that after all those changes, are you still human is probably the biggest question. It's like the ship of Theseus, right? Are you still the same person as you were, you know, originally after all these modifications that you put into yourself? That's the question that has to ultimately be asked, and it presents an interesting philosophical quandary, where just because you can make all these changes for the benefit of mankind, are you still the same thing of what you're protecting? I get that they're whole post-humans. Many chapters see regular mortals way below them, so obviously they're not human anymore. They're proudly inhuman. Interesting. I should play a 40k game on stream one day, and then I'll get all the 40k nerds to come out of the woodwork and tell me, like, why everything I understand about 40k is just wrong. I think when they eventually release the 40k Warhammer game, I will absolutely, or 40k Total War, I will absolutely stream that, because I love Total War. That game is like right up my alley. All right, Sun is fully healed. Can we get Sun a fresh ballistic shield, please? One ballistic shield for our super-powered war soldier here. Also, I'm gonna just assign this to someone now. Only Rare Pickle's in the queue, so Rare Pickle can have this one. The one named Lewis Creed. Oh wait, I didn't press the assign button. All right. There we go. So this is the one that is the weird pawn, I think. The CRPGs. I know I've heard a lot of good things about Rogue Trader. I actually own Rogue Trader, but I haven't had a chance to play it. Maybe one of these days I'll eventually play Rogue Trader, but right now I'm trying to play through the other Owlcat game, Wrath of the Righteous, which is also a fairly long title, and I don't really have time, and I need to be, because Ray wanted to watch me play Wrath of the Righteous, even though I should be playing Final Fantasy and finishing that up instead, because I keep putting that off like a goober, and I need to stop putting things off forever. Okay, come on. All right, let's get Sun this shield. We're gonna send Sun in. All right, it's time for a fight. All right, so we're gonna get Sun. All right, Sun. I think we'll just send the same group in. Ziryu, Infidave is having a mental breakdown, unfortunately. Immortal's also knocked out, so I think Funbound. Nah, let's leave you behind. Unholy can come along, and Ray. We need to start making more battle cloaks. I think we'll do... I think I want 2 more of these battle cloaks until I can figure out who I'm going to assign them to. Those battle cloaks are really good for protecting ourselves. Alright, here we go. We're going to go deal with this mechanoid rat. Let's see if we can do this. Shall we, comrades? Shall we knock out these poor creatures? Gosh, I don't know. It's going to go so poorly. I can feel it in my bones that this is just going to go badly. Alright, I need you to make sure you're on slugs. Okay, so how do I even bait them out? How do I even do this? What's the safest way to do this? I think we're just gonna hold open. All right, we're gonna also have you hold this open. All right, and then we're just gonna move away, run back. Okay, so we're gonna try to bait them out. Okay, come on. Okay, that's... All right, they're coming in full force. All right, so we're gonna see if we can bait them into this giant thin corridor. Sun's gonna have to tank it best as possible. Can you throw a grenade with the shield out? Yes. Okay, fantastic. Perfect. Okay, the problem is the accuracy is really bad. Okay, perfect. And then we're just gonna have you stand right there, and now just start blasting. Can I have you pick this up? Is there no way to pick up chunks? I guess there's no way to pick up chunks. Kefir, you're still alive. Worry not, you're still here. Okay, so that's good. So we're gonna switch the sword. We're gonna actually I could just go down there, I think. This is a little risky, but this might be okay. Okay, now move back. Oh, hello. Okay, move back. That's fine. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, they're confused. All right, that's fine. Stagger back. All right, and then switch to EMPs. Lob a long one. Okay, now they're stunned. All right, now we're just gonna go in there with our sword. Try to knock them out since they're stunned. Okay, maybe we don't want a friendly fire in the back right now. Let's quickly hold fire. Okay. I'm gonna have Unholy stay behind, and I'm gonna have Zero you move up behind. And then we're just gonna try to knock these out quickly. You go back over here. Okay, you are now set to free fire. Okay, hopefully we should be able to knock these guys out before they can reanimate. Oh, that one's about to turn on. Okay, we gotta pull back. We gotta pull back. All right, I'm okay. Let's see. Move back. Actually, no, you have a EMP. Okay. This is gonna hurt. Actually, this might be okay. Hold on. I think we might be able to keep this one locked down. Hold this one. Okay, so a little bit of burn damage, but they're stunned, which means we should be able to just do this. Unfortunately, Sun's weapon isn't very good for smashing the armor of a mechanoid. Oh, jeez, yeah, they're waking up. They're waking up. Okay. Let's try to knock out the pikemen quickly. Okay, another one's down. Okay, 2 of them here. Sun is holding the line. Let's get Alana over here just in case we gotta do some injury tending. Just gonna keep an eye on this. Ooh, as long as it's not activating its infernal cannon, I think we're okay. Because I think in melee range, it can't really activate the infernal cannon. Yeah, I think that's fine. They're not really able to punch through Sun's armor either, so it all nets out pretty well for us. Again, the damage is not ideal, even with the slugs. Oh, wait. Oh, she's out of slugs. Okay, we're gonna have you swap back. All right, you stand back. And let's have you no longer fire. And we're gonna have Zero swap in. I don't know why you're not loaded. Or we'll have Unholy swap in. There we go. Oh, the shield broke. Oh, shield's still there. Just kidding. Haha. There we go. God, slugs are so good. It may not be the most damage, but it works. This functions. Focus on this one. Focus fire. Oh, you can't. Okay, that's fine. Whatever we got. I can't believe this stupid strategy actually kind of worked. If you get the mechanoids into melee, they can't punch you. They can't shoot you. It's the same way for us too. I'll have you quickly be tended to by Alana, who's just standing here as an emergency doctor. Shield's still running. Almost dead. Running out of slugs soon. We might need to just pull Ray behind. Yeah, alright, we're gonna swap Unholy out. Alright, you can go back and you can go back. Let's have Ray move in. No, don't go that way. Don't go that way. Have Ray move in. And then she can fire from behind. Maybe this AP round might do a little bit more damage. As long as Sun can keep holding on, that's all that matters. As long as he can hold. Yeah, because I didn't set up access to the other routes. And I don't think there's anything else. Oh, there is a stack of mechs that will wake up over there too. So I do need to worry about that because they are still in the same room. And I don't think I see any turrets, right? It's just the Cyclops and the Militor. Okay. This thing is still alive. Any day now, it will perish, right? I'm just gonna ignore speed, and we're just gonna try to max speed this, because eventually it'll die. I like to think. Any day now, it'll die. Alright, what would... Okay, so swords clearly don't work against mechanoids. What's our better option? Crushing weapons? A mace, maybe? Maybe a mace would probably be more beneficial. This thing's armor is basically destroyed. Because the sword's not going to do much. Alright, last one. Alright, we're gonna... Let's see. So make sure your thing is reloaded. Yeah, I probably should have thought about that. Instead, we're just literally grinding its armor down with a bajillion bullets. It's okay. At this point, I'm just committed to just killing it this way. Okay, Ray's having a mental break. That's fine. You do what you want. We'll send in your backup substitute. All right, we did it. All right, let's close this door. All right, and then we're gonna lock that door. All right, let's go. Let's go rest and relax while Ray destroys a door. That's fine. All right, so we have fresh new mechs that we can rip apart for ammunition and parts. Injuries abound. Alana's having mental breakdown too. Psychotic wandering because of what? What caused you? Hideous environment. It's so dirty. In this soot-filled room of these ancient ruins that you decided to have a mental break. Interesting point. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Also, let's keep grabbing the steel here. All right, we need a better weapon for our melee beaters. So we have long blades. We could also get the mono scythe. You're going to be sad. Oh, it's okay. It's all temporary. What's a better weapon? What's a better melee weapon? Oh my god, I could make walkers. Advanced ammunition would give me access to the APHE rounds. API rounds would also be pretty solid. Trying to think, what is a good way? Like, what other melee weapons would we have access to? I'm not really able to... We don't really have a lot of melee weapon options, I think. Other than what's already kind of like by default in long blades and smithing. So with smithing, let's see. We were using gladiuses, which is really bad. So I think it's probably better if we upgrade to something like a warhammer. I think a warhammer would be a pretty good melee weapon to deal. Oh, but I think this is a two-handed weapon is the problem. So probably a mace. A mace for the armor and a sword for the unarmored? That might be okay. What is the armor penetration of such a device? Smashing gives 0.563. Okay, so if we compare that to a centipede burner, which has... How much armor does this thing have? I can't tell. All right, it doesn't want to tell me because this thing is dead. It's a corpse. But I assume it's a lot. And so... Actually, wait. We can probably compare to the pikeman. Pikeman has way more blunt armor than sharp armor. So it's actually fairly weak to bullets. Okay, so actually you want something that's stabby more than... You want something more stabby than crushy. Alright. Ray's still breaking that door. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, so that's okay. We'll go deal with this eventually. There's only 2 over there. All right. What do you think of the ship so far, now that it's slowly getting a bit bigger? We need to move this. We're gonna move this one. I need to sort this. This entire room is a disaster. Every time I look at this thing, I'm just like, how did it come to this? How did it get this bad? Oh. Because we're gonna replace this with a grav engine. I can afford it. If we can make the 8 advanced components that are necessary, and we have 7. So this will be the last one. And then we'll have the big engine, and then we can fly further. And we'll try to get another engine out of this thing. God, look at all that steel. I wish we would find a trader. I need a trader is what we need. You're extinguished. Why don't you stand in this room for a little bit and just embrace the fire? This is the only way we can get the sea opposer to be at peace. Just literally standing here and just embracing the flame. There you go, buddy. Look at that, your fire need, you're no longer, you're sputtering. And soon you'll be whatever the next tier is. Flickering. Just get you up and running. Hello, Exonia, how are you? Also, should we do art or more Rimworld on Thursday? I think that's the thing I don't know what I want to do yet. I think I'm open for either one, whichever one people are more interested in, so we'll see how that pans out, because I know some people have been asking for me to do art because I don't do art very often, if ever. So I'm like, all right, I don't mind putting it on the queue of potential things that we could do. I need more EMP grenades so bad. Compacted machinery? Any machine? Oh, there is a decent amount. Okay, so grab that. Oh, we're already grabbing that. Okay, that's fine. Grab that, grab that. I want to make sure we grab everything. Are you cleaning? Ah, your pawn is set to... What is your pawn doing? No, you are dealing with crops. We actually don't have I think our dedicated cleaner was Ranu, but Ranu kind of exploded in the last major engagement. So I think we'll make Zeoposer the cleaner for now, actually, because Zeoposer can do other stuff, but I think it's okay to just have Zeoposer clean. We haven't even given him a weapon yet. In fact, let's do that now. Zeoposer gets the... I think we'll give you a standard lineman kit. Should be okay. So we'll start demolishing this. I need to clear this out. So this hull, and hull need to be all removed. We're at 8 now. Perfect. So then I'm going to I think I dismantled the grav engine. I'm going to dismantle this. I'm going to have Anya do this. I hope I do this correctly. Get rid of this. And let's put in the big engine, which will go right here. So we're going to put that right there. Takes a little bit to build, but it'll be fine. You've been contacted by the trading guild with an urgent offer. One of the grav ships carrying classified and dangerous cargo has gone rogue. The crew is presumed dead and is now on a collision course with one of their platforms. It's also followed by a mechanoid swarm. They propose to redirect the ship crash near your location. In return, they grant you salvage rights. Will be heavily damaged, but its engine should be intact. As soon as it crashes, the pursuing mechanoids will descend on your position. Ah, okay. So basically, if we accept this quest, we have to deal with more mechanoids. Because at this point, everything is just mechanoids. I guess I have to build to prepare for mechanoids, which is mildly annoying. Let's have this built out now. I want this engine built before we do anything else. Where'd you go? Come on. You are number 1 builder. Oh, this thing needs 1,000 units of work. Hold on, let me drink something real quick. I don't know what it is about Gatorade, but I've learned that Gatorade is apparently the solution to a lot of my headache problems. It probably cannot be a good thing. We probably could salvage and leave immediately. But we have to probably get ready for that. Also, I'm making all these battle cloaks, and people are picking them up when I don't necessarily want them to, so Rare Pickle should not have this cloak. Let me drop that real quick. This cloak will be allocated towards Comrade Airman, who is a melee beater, and we'll probably need that to stay alive in the heat of battle. I'll give one to Xanthu. Basically, all our melee fighters should have a heavy combat cloak, and as we make more, we'll start assigning them a little bit better. Oh, look at that. All right. Shall we get ready for the mechanoids? I do want to grab at least that grav core. I don't know if there's anything of note in this building. but something to keep in mind. Ah, yes. Of course. There's a mechanoid cluster that is tuned to make women angry. So, psychic. I don't have any soothe pulsers. How bad is it? Oh my god, it's a -12. Yikes. Wait, there's another one? Wait a second, hold on. Oh my god. So there's a medium drone and a low drone at the same time. Of course this would happen. All right, well, that's very annoying. Nothing we do is gonna keep people happy. Like, they're all gonna slowly go crazy. We gotta get this core. All right, you, and I guess Infinite is fine. All right, let's go deal with this now. Let's just grab this. We gotta beat up a few robots real fast. We could approach from this angle, which is a little easier, but I think I'm okay running through this. Also, look at this, Infinite got muscle parasites because of course you did. All right, you go back and I don't know, go to bed. You are incapable of doing anything now. Thanks. You just had to get sick. What a shame. Why'd you have to get sick? Stop eating bad food. Let's go in here. Open the door up. Let's go. So Cyclops is probably the most annoying thing, and then the Minotaur is whatever. Oh, I didn't realize there's a turret there. Move back away. Move back away. Oh my goodness. Every time I don't pay attention, it's like they just start exploding. Can we stop dealing with these stupid turrets? Okay, now you have to go back. And then let's quickly have you tend here. Can you smack this thing? Can't shoot you now. Thought I caught all the turrets. He'll be fine. Yeah, the headshots were not super lethal, thankfully. Look what we got. I don't know why Ray's outside and not in here. Okay, you got... Okay, you just go back. With Zero, you tended to. Just gonna maneuver over here real fast. Just lob a grenade. Yeah, that's my mistake, unfortunately. Every time I think I'm safe, it's just like something catches me off guard, and it's like, well, nope, you're dying. Alright, let's have you pivot here. I think I just have Sun, like, just trigger it. Hold on. No, you halt. I'm gonna have... See if we can lob a grenade, like, right there. Good enough. Alright, now we just start slapping it. Alright, now you switch to your primary. And then let's have you pivot over here, switch to slugs. Alright, now go here. So hopefully we can knock out the Minotaur before it awakens too much. Depends if Unholy can aim. Okay, yep, good. Now we can focus fire at the last one. Thankfully it's in melee, so I don't think it's going to be able to use its funny cannon. Cool. Okay, this is the some hope now that we've rebuilt this thing. Okay, now we go to the Ancient Grav Core, which I think we just have to destroy. Go over here real quick. So Zeepos are gonna be fine. You undraft. We'll send Ray in here. I don't know why we have Boom of self-taming. Okay, let's attack this Ancient Grav engine. There we go. More panels and cores. That's what I want. Every time I'm really just here for the core or for the panels. Everything else is just secondary. This thing is... Because I don't think destroying these things will do anything, right? You can destroy it for nothing. Maybe some slag. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, alright. Let's undraft. Let's get back everyone returned, and let's grab the panel, the core, and I think I'm okay leaving this accursed realm. We have no need to stay here. Also, foreigner event. Which one do you want to see? You want something nice or something bad? But we're gonna fly away from this problem. Why deal with this psychic drone? We can just run away. And okay, so you're having a tantrum. You're having a breakdown. Everyone's having a breakdown, huh? I don't have a bed to arrest you with. Okay. Okay. Where? Okay. You're gonna destroy my thruster, huh? We'll just rebuild the thruster, I guess. Just have your mental break. You undraft. Oh my goodness, we're being raided. Wait, what? Oh my goodness. Oh, hold on. They're coming right on top of us. It's the same people every time. The Outlanders. All right, this is the one that killed a good chunk of our army last time, so now we have to go fight them again. All right, where's Havel? I need Havel ASAP. Havel needs to set up like right here, and then let's get anyone else who has a weapon that can fight. Okay, you hopefully aren't going to have a complete total mental breakdown, although you probably will. Funbound is also here with a gun. You can fight. Okay, they're landing right now. Well, they're moving quick. All right. Okay, we'll just have you intercept here. Okay, Rare Pickle, of course, just gets completely shot down instantly. Havel, we're gonna have you set up. I think takes a second. All right, there we go. Now that we've kind of corralled them into this corridor, we'll be able to knock them out. All right, cool, they gave up. Yeah, I think this is Randy saying, hey, you need to get out now. All right, do I want to capture any of them? Probably not. Oh, you have 88 Nutramine. Hello. What do you have? All right, I don't care about any of this, but that guy had 88 Nutramine, which is the only part that matters. A Bulk's good trader has arrived. Even better. All right, let's see what else these guys had. Nothing. Nothing. I mean, I'm not going to say no to an armor vest. Undraft you. And undraft this stack here. And we should probably rescue Rare Pickle from dying. All right. And then up here, he's injured. We probably could knock him out, but it's not really worth trying to capture that poor goober. Okay, Sun is on an alcohol binge. Yeah, this drone thing is driving everyone crazy. I need this hauled now. Oh my goodness, infections too? I need this hauled in. There's not enough space on this thing. Okay, take this off of here. We don't need that or that. Let's just talk to the Bulk's good trader and see what they got for us. Unfortunately, our main trader is having a mental break, so I need to find someone else that can do this. So Steve, I think, has pretty high social stat. Gotta wait for them to find their way over here, and we'll see what they got. This psychic drone is so annoying. Make it stop. Make the pain go away. Oh my gosh, it's actually awful. I think these barracks would be a little better if they were 3x3 instead of 2x3s. This is basically like a super compact design, but maybe if we give them a little bit more breathing room, they'll be a little bit happier. Oh my gosh, Zirizen is starving. Oh my gosh, because no one's tended to you. All right, hold on. Maybe we should do this real quick. Let's make sure you're in bed and then tend to you before you die. This is probably not an ideal spot to have our medical shenanigans, but it's what we're doing. Okay, and then are you gonna live? All right, we're gonna have Steve quickly riz these guys up if I can find the question mark person. Why is it never easy to find out who the traitor is? Is there a way to? Is there a mod that lets you highlight who the traitor is? Because this is always like a problem. Like I don't know which one of them. Is it this one? Oh my god, it's the one who's like moving the slowest. Of course it is. Of course it's the one all the way in the back. All right, what do we got? Oh, I'll buy the pemmican, buy the meats. I will buy the cloth. I will sell bird skin, pig skin, dog skin, lizard skin, camel hide, panthera for wolf skin, ox fur, rhinoceros leather, mink fur. What else we got? Buy the herbal meds. Sell the heavy fur. Sell the light leather is fine. Buy the Promethium and FSX. Sell the 44 Magnum. Keep the rest of that. Oh my gosh, we can buy food from them. All right, buy the coffee, the teas, the tacos, cookies, the stews, and the cheese, the orange. Okay, so basically we're just buying fresh foods off of these people. What else do I want? What else can I get rid of? Don't need that. Don't need that. Keep the gas mask. think we get rid of this sash, keep the pants. Actually, no, it's pretty garbage. A lot of this stuff is garbage at this point. We don't need kids gear anymore because our children are dead. Here are the dusters. Okay, we're still negative. I need to get to positive. Okay, sell the poor backpack since we're not going to use those. Sell the awful backpack. We're definitely not going to use that. Let's see. I think I'm okay selling basically most of our plain leather because it's unlikely that we're ever going to actually use this stuff. This stuff is fairly bad anyways. I think we'll sell 1,500. That seems okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll buy some dyes then to kind of make up for it. All right. That's a pretty good trade. I think we managed to at least offload a lot of our garbage. We get a lot of food out of it, and our people will be happy, in theory. Oh. We found the location of an alpha thrombo. Should we recruit an alpha thrombo? Ooh. I feel like we should, right? Should we go recruit this majestic? I think we're gonna try it. I think NEKOGRAD would be a lot cooler if it had access to an alpha thrombo among its ranks. I don't know how we're gonna feed it, but we're gonna find a way. All right, we gotta go find a way to get over there. Also, we need to grab all this stuff too. I need to sort all this. Series having a significant issue. That's fine. Just make sure we haul this inside. Get the food in. Get the pizzas inside. Get the stews in. Get the tacos, the FSX, and the Prometheus. I need to figure out where I'm going to store this stuff, by the way. I have no idea. This entire area is still a little too cramped. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'll actually extend out this part of the ship as well. Because I think up here I'll probably do some storage shenanigans. I just haven't decided how I'm going to do it. Maybe like this. And then we'll delete this one and delete this one. So kind of a little more consistent in design. And maybe we'll move this plant. I would like to expand this area into like one big dining area. A mechanoid cluster? You know what? I think we're good here. I think this area is just cursed to be attacked by mechanoids forever. So once we get all of this stuff inside, we're out of here. I do not want to stay in here any longer than necessary. Now that we have a lot of our stuff that we need, I need to find a way to sort through it. Yeah. Okay, so we stored the tacos. We need to sort the rest of the food, the pizzas, the cookies. What are we not able to store? Okay, we can't store the... Okay, no, yeah, we can. Ah, yes, Steve is having a tantrum because, of course, attacking the giant shelf. Can you not? I'd prefer if you didn't destroy my shelves that carry all of my stuff. Thank you. Please. Please. Please stop trying to destroy everything. It's hard enough to take care of the ship when everyone's having a tantrum every 5 seconds, but what are you gonna do? Okay. I think we are hauling everything in. It's just taking a little bit of time because our guys carry a lot. All right. Did anyone else take that cloak? Okay, so Steve took a cloak, but I think that's okay. I think I would have preferred to give it to Xanth, but considering how a lot of our gunners are just near death all the time, I would prefer to give the heavy cloaks to someone like Funbound, who's going to be in the thick of things most of the time. There's just no storage space here, is there? Okay, drop that, drop that. This is okay to use. Drop the silver. Is our O2 capacity? We are full on O2, that's fine. I need this brought inside first. The food is like the priority. I don't think we're gonna be able to build a space station today. I think that's where we're at. Also, someone mentioned about playing vanilla Rimworld. I don't know if I actually would be able to play vanilla Rimworld, primarily because I think I've forgotten most of the core vanilla mechanics because I've played this game modded almost since, not quite since day one, but very close to almost fully modded since day one, which is probably not a good thing, but it's just kind of how I've played this game since forever. Maybe it would be a good idea, though, to approach the game from a fresh point of view. Well, let's see. I have to figure out if I want to commit to doing that when there's so many other interesting playthroughs that I would like to try instead. Also, the big psychic droner's gone now. Okay, did we store everything? What are we not storing yet? The silver? I'm out of silver storage. Oh, and okay. I think the only way to do this for now is I'm just gonna slap down more shelves and just hope I can sort this out later. I hate that this is what it's come to. Alright. Put a 2-tier shelf here, one here. At least provides additional storage for just anything that we can get our hands on. And then once we land at the next location, we'll use that to start sorting through all of this. I think we have enough steel that we could survive. We have 176 panels, which is more than enough. Yeah, I think that's okay. Let's have Comrade Anya quickly slam one of these out. I don't care what it is. I just need one built now. I did see an interesting mod. So remember that vehicle map framework that I played a while ago before we did grav ship stuff? The one where I had like the giant, like the trucks with the weapons and everything. Apparently that mod got updated for Odyssey, and I'm almost tempted to do another run with it. It basically takes the mechanics of this, like building your own grav ship, but you can now put wheels on it, and then you can just drive around like a vehicle. And I'm like, that is so cool. I kind of want to try it. Okay, you know what? Just allow everything here. But that's one of those things like I'll have to think about if that's something I really want to commit to trying. There's a few other Rimworld colony ideas that I want to do after this one. So it's going to be a little bit of time until we do something like that. Okay, can we please start hauling all this stuff in? Okay, please get me the cheese. The cheese and the silver and the dyes, and I will be free. Also, I forgot to give cat ears to the people who joined us. So Zeoposer joined us. You need cat ears. I'm going to give you... Let's see. You get the Siamese cat ears. And Unholy, for some reason, is missing cat ears. We're going to give you... Maine Coon. And who else is missing cat ears? I know Rare Pickle joined us, so you're going to get the Scottish Fold. Alright, I think that's everyone now has cat ears. Havel doesn't have cat ears. Alright, let's... Oh, are they losing their cat ears because they take so much damage? Or did I just forget to assign it? Need cat ears. Let's give... I like the Maine Coon look. Let's give this one to Havel. Oh yeah, I think they actually lost their cat ears in combat. That's so funny. Yeah, hold on. Infidave doesn't have it and Havel doesn't have it, so I need to get these two cat ears. Everyone must have a cat ear in this colony, alright? They almost have the same hairstyle. I guess like just fly them. We're gonna fly. I don't want to be here anymore. This map sucks. This map is pain. I want to go get the Alpha Thrumbo. I'm gonna tame that beautiful, beautiful beast. Somehow. We'll find a way. Let's go. Oh, we could land right there. Oh, wait. No, wrong one. Intercepted message. Sure, let's land at the intercepted message. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, quality's a little higher because we have a lot of people that are actually decent at piloting now. We don't need anything else. We don't care about the ambrosia addicted animals. That's fine. We have to wait for the boomalope. Yeah, I think there could have been more gravlight panels, but I just can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. I think once we can get a shuttle, I think that'll be when we start building the space station. That way we'll have like an easy way to move between atop like the ship and the station until the station is fully ready. Because I'm gonna have to dump a couple people up there in space, and they're just gonna be stuck there the whole time. And less pawns for me to have to keep taking care of. Alright, discard the map. That's fine. Oh, I guess there's that other quest about the runaway grav jumper, so maybe we'll do that too. Maybe we'll just call them in and see how bad the mechanoids are. I wouldn't mind looting a free ship. Not so much for the grav jumper as it is for the panels. Or maybe it's not going to give me any panels at all, and I'm going to just be a fool. Okay, here's the quote-unquote ambush. There's a bunch of bugs, which are a thing that we'll deal with. Let's just go land, I don't know. I guess this is fine. Yeah, it's okay. A lot of animals, which is perfect for us to rip apart for food. Alright, there we go. Alright, are we getting ambushed as soon as we land, or what's happening? Okay, well, we're still alive, so that's a good sign. We're not ambushed yet. Although everything kind of got broken a little bit. Alright, let's go start figuring this out. So there's a couple of bugs that we need to kill. You, and you. We're gonna send these three on a murder spree. You know what? Infidave joined them too. We got a shotgun. We'll kill the bugs. Who's got a medical? Ziryu's got a major infection that is well tended, so you'll be fine. You'll need better parts soon enough, though. Alright, let's go kill some bugs, shall we? Infidave moves a little slow. Come on. It's just like 2 mega spiders can't be that bad. Alright, and then have Sun intercept. Okay, maybe we don't want a friendly fire. Maybe we want to maneuver around. Despite how much I've played Combat Extended, I still constantly friendly fire my own people because I'm always rushing through combat, like the minor combats like this, and I need to stop doing that. Thankfully, just a minor bruise. Wait, what is it? What? Oh! So Sun's missing the human ear. Let's kill the last stack up there. We'll send Sun to deal with this real quick. I am probably like the worst person to watch if you wanted like quality, smart gameplay. Because everyone always builds kill boxes and I'm just like, nah. I saw a video though, someone posted on Discord, of like, I don't know what it was called. It was some kind of wacky airship-based... can we not... No, let's not grab that, please. Like some kind of wacky airship-based kill box where you send... You bait all the enemy into your kill box, and then you send the ship up into space, and then you watch as they suffocate in space. I'm like, that seems a little excessive, but I applaud the ingenuity of it all, because holy cow, that is horrifying to think about. Okay, I don't know where I'm going to put some of this stuff here. Let's put this plant... Can't put the plant on top of that, that's annoying. Also, I don't really want to care for this Boomalope, but as long as it's tame, I guess I get free FSX, which is fine. Or Promethium, I think is what it is. Let's go over here. Let's kill some bugs. Everyone's favorite pastime, bug killing. Alright, so you switch to Bucks. Alright, start blasting. Perfect. That's fine, just bait him in. Sun will just top him up. Okay, easy enough. Alright, we're gonna grab... You know what? I think the cabinets might not be the worst idea, but... Let's go get... Wait, neural computation. Learning assistant, circadian influence. Or we can grab... Multi-barrel weapons, minigun. This gets me autocannon turrets. I kind of want the walker frame. Kind of want to see if I can build a mech suit. Just because I think it'd be a great tool to help us deal with some of these other threats, even if we don't have the space on the ship yet. Let's get rid of this. Alright, we're free. Alright, so all the bugs are dead, so now we can just kind of do whatever we want to do. Compacted, anything. Okay, mostly steel and machinery, so we'll grab the machinery here. And we're going to expand the ship now. So I need to make sure it's even on both sides, because that's my plan for all this, is to make it perfectly even. I really hate how I can't move the fabrication bench, but that's fine. Let's see. So this is... Okay, so from this tile, it is 13. We need to go 13 long. 1... 2, 3. And then I think it goes up to here. Because it should be about 5, and this is about 5. Okay, perfect. And then... I think this is basically what it looks like, and I think I just fill this in. I think that was the extension, right? Because, yeah, it was extended to add 1 bedroom. And then I need to build an infirmary, and I need to build a... Oh, jeez, I need another I need another extender down here is the other problem. I think I'm going to deconstruct this water tank. I'm going to put another extender down here. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be going... Maybe I shouldn't be building so far down. I should be building more upwards. I could easily fit, like... I don't know. Additional spots, but I guess it will work with what we got. Oh, and the other thing I need to do, that I've been meaning to add, is additional doors. So that we can actually exit the ship. Because right now, there's only 2 exits, and it's at the south. I need more options up here so that, you know, pawns need safety, they can run to safety. Okay, let's expand this out like that. And I think that's gonna look the way it should. I am hoping. Okay. What do you think of the ship so far? What do you think of our beautiful Some Hope? The ship. Oh, I need to add more engines because we can build the thick engines now. Just kidding, we can't. We don't have Vaxstone because we have to go into space to get Vaxstone. The ship is not really well suited for long-term space engagement, so that's probably the next on our project list is to upgrade the stupid thing and make sure oxygen is available everywhere. Yeah, I dislike that you can't minify the fabrication bench because this thing is like a gigantic machine that Blackadaka is serving. You think I should definitely add more turrets? I think I definitely want to add some turrets just to have some additional protection. Okay, so this is now the same on both sides, I think. Wait. 6. Okay, yeah, it's the same on both sides now. And I'm pretty sure I have 1 more extender somewhere. Oh, I might not actually have an extender. Hold on. Extender. Oh, that's really funny. I think I got rid of my extenders because I was so desperate to... Oh, wait, hold on. I think I can actually move this one here. Hold on. Must be in range of a grav engine or grav field amp. Oh. Okay, are you winning, Pixel? I am. We are trying to win. We lost a lot of pawns earlier. It was very tragic. Can I not actually extend this out that way? It must be in range of a... Okay, maybe not there. It must be in range of a... Of a grav or grav field amplifier. Neither of which I have. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. But how are you doing? Welcome aboard to our wacky tacky adventure. It's definitely something. Okay, wait. Oh, wait. So the compact machining table... Okay, interesting. I think I'm okay using the regular size ones. I think it's fine. No need to break what's already working. So what I'm gonna do is I need to rotate this to fit in there. Or yeah, I need to have more storage here. Okay, so I'm annoyed because I can't minify this. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna destroy this with God mode. And then I'm just gonna essentially rebuild it with the power of God mode. And just put it right back here. Just that's my definition of minifying it. We're just rotating it a little bit. Okay, now we can reorganize this. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build an infirmary. I could expand this out, or I could put an infirmary over here. Infirmary near the northern wing would not be the worst idea, although I might rather put it near the southern section instead. I'm kind of divided into production and then everything else. I also need a massive weapon storage room at some point, like an armory. And I have 154 tiles to play with, so I think what we'll do is we'll put it up here. I'm going to put a build the armory out here, it's probably okay. So maybe if we could build it here, that might be fine too. Hold on, I'm just trying to plot this out in my head. That's a really small armory. If I do that, that's a really small armory. So I think the infirmaries have to be down here. Because this is a really tiny infirmary. It's not really worth it. That's way too small. Let's go do this like this. We'll expand out down here. And we'll copy that on the other side too, since I have enough to afford this. And then up here, I think we'll do an airlock. 2. And then probably some kind of armory in this room here. I think that's fine. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see how this looks. I'm having doubts, but we'll see. Because again, we got a lot of resources, we might as well try to make use of it and try to actually expand the ship as much as possible. Because if I do the infirmary here, I can probably move all the power into this section for now, or storage in this room, and that'll free up this center area so that we can make the dining hall a little bigger, the entertainment rec hall, dining hall just a little bit large. That's gonna be a really small infirmary. Hold on. I design, hold on, furniture. We don't have access to med beds. Oh, we should probably get med beds. Okay, so let me think. I can fit 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I can fit 6 beds in the infirmary, but it's a really tight infirmary. I guess that's probably okay. I don't need a second water generator. Let's get rid of that one. We haven't been using this. I still need to figure out like how I'm going to get more power on this stupid thing. This ship still just will not give me enough power. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, if I'm willing to sacrifice 50 panels, I can get a grav core power cell, which when combined with these other 4 will produce a significant amount of energy, because I think they get a multiplier for everyone that's next to it, and their default base is, we're producing about 1700. You add another one, it'll add another adjacency bonus, so that's not bad if I just stack these. I guess it's probably the smart idea. Let's just try to stack them to maximize power gains. Yeah, I think that's fine. Ooh, but it's 50, and I think I'm gonna burn through all of this anyway, so maybe I don't do that. Oh, I think we're running out of food. Alright, let's start hunting wildlife too. Let's kill the rabbits. There's a lot of rabbits here. Herons, ibex does. Oh my goodness, look at all these beautiful creatures that we can just consume. This area is so full of food. We're only here though until we can go get the mega alpha thrombo. Or maybe we kill the alpha thrombo. Do we kill it? Do we kill the great majestic beast? I don't know. Actually, speaking of unrelated things, by the way, because I was reading up on City Skyline stuff recently, and I was very surprised to see that the developers, the new developers for City Skylines, ever since Paradox fired Colossal Order, basically are actually working on the game. They actually came out with a dev diary the other day, which kind of surprised me. Like, hey, we're alive here, we're doing bug fixes, we're gonna tackle the low-hanging fruit that Colossal Order ignored for literally years, and now maybe your game will be playable. Because they still haven't fixed things like, for lack of better words, like tourism in that game, which is kind of a disaster. I don't know how they managed to keep screwing up, how Colossal Order managed to screw it up that badly, but that's where we're at now. I'm hoping that whatever changes and whatever DLC that they keep making for City Skylines 2 keeps the game alive, because it is still my favorite city builder, aside from SimCity. Yeah, we gotta keep moving some of these sort of things around. I still don't like how this looks, but I think I could probably put like a fat turret here. Okay, so now with this design, how do I fix this? Tiny and humble development story. Yeah, that's what I thought too, but I was very surprised to see like, oh, you know, they're trying. They know they have like a lot of expectations to meet, which is I think the hardest part about it. They know people looked at their, you know, their production history, and it's not exactly good. They basically did mobile games, but my understanding is they hired a lot of developers from Colossal Order that loved and worked on City Skylines. So if anything, high chance that whatever they do will ultimately be good for the game as a whole. Okay, I would like to... I think I'm gonna build a door. I don't like that my storage is over here in this corner, but I think it's fine. I just need I need like a small armory. I also hate that vac doors cost so much too. Like these things are just expensive. I think we'll just do it like this. It's probably fine. Like a small airlock. Okay, I need to stop doing this. This is the armory, right? So why don't we do 2 doors like this? Should be fine. And let me think how I want to do this. So I think get rid of this one, expand this out here. Okay, I think that'll be okay. So that should look nice. I'm getting... I feel like I don't know if I'm getting sick, but my nose has been getting stuffy all day. I think people around me are getting sick again. And I'm not allowed to get sick, because if I do get sick, someone's gonna murder me. So I'm supposed to go up to Canada in about 2 to 3 weeks from now. So I'm hoping it's just a temporary sniffles. And if it's anything more than that, that's not good. Okay, here we go. So now... Okay. I was going to put it in... I am going to put an infirmary here. Probably the safest thing to put it there, yeah. So let's do... I think I have... Okay, hold on. I have enough panels. We're going to extend the ship on this side as well. So it's going to go out... What is this? I can't count. 5. 5, which means this goes 4 or 3. And then just go all the way down, and we'll just fill that up. And I think what I'll just do for now is I'm going to dump all the... I can't make any more engines, that's fine. What's your number goal now, Marksman, now that you've hit 1 million? What number are you striving to achieve now? Okay. We can start to move all this around. Oh my goodness. Alright. Infirmary first. Let's fix the infirmary up. And the armory. So I'm gonna move all these like weapon racks here. What's the best way to set this up? I think we don't need that door there. Let's put this here for now. And let's just move it. Let's haul these over. So 1, 2, 3. Ooh, let's put the door in the middle here. Okay, and then 5. I'm actually out of components again. And then we'll put this last one here too. Okay, so that fits all of our weapons. So at the very least, we have a weapon depot, armory type thing going on here, which is fine. It's a little cramped, but I think it'll be fine. If we can just get... the main thing is I don't have components, and the easiest way to solve this is to build the auto fabricator, but that requires 8 components as well, so the lack of machinery is a bit of an issue. And then now, it's the trouble of sorting this. All of this is the hard part, because it's been God knows how long of just like millions and millions of stuff just sitting here. Weapons, meats, everything is just sitting there. Actually, we're actually, I think, capped out on food now. Oh shoot, we actually have too much food. Alright, this one should be critical storage for all the meats, but I don't think we can force them to stay there. Okay. I'm just trying to think how I'm gonna do this. There's no easy way to sort this. I think the best way to do this is I'm going to 34 panels, which is not ideal. I wish I had just a little bit more. We're gonna move the Grav Core power cells over here for the time being. Maybe I'll just turn this into utilities closet. And then maybe I can just make this outer area just more general storage is probably the correct thing to do. Ah, another quest. Oh wait, hold on. You know, I'm gonna accept this quest. I'm kind of curious to see what this is gonna look like and just see how the mechanoids are. And if it's really bad, I'll just reload. Let's see. So what does this actually involve? Is a single grav jumper engine just gonna pop out of the sky? Why is Infidave constantly sick? Do you have... Oh, you're sickly. That's why. I keep trying to figure out like why Infidave is perpetually beset by ailments. No, it's because you're literally sickly, so... Yeah, you're just perpetually sick because God hates you and decided that you have to suffer. And so he has made it so that you must suffer. Compacted machinery. I think we got all the components. No, we didn't. What the heck? Oh, that's why. Let's grab that too. All right, so at the very least, that should be 2. That's 8, and then that's another 4, 5. So that's at least 18 components we can work with. Yeah, sickly Victorian child. It's so tragic. Oh my goodness, here we go. Where is Immortal? We have found your brain stimmy. And we're gonna give Immortal a nice brain stim. This will finally bring another pawn back from the near death. And hopefully it's not gonna run into the same issue where we had last time where... Oh jeez, the game's lagging, which means something's about to spawn. Wasters have set up camp and are harassing the Empire of the Moon. They want us to provide 10 soldiers to attack and destroy. We'll get 31 goodwill with the Empire. But we don't believe in the Empire. Oh, there we go. Alright, I'm gonna hope that this is enough to keep Immortal up and running now that we've gotten the brain stimmy back in. Also, I would like to expand the freezer. This freezer is very cramped and not nearly as useful as I would like it to be. It's really wasteful in space, but I think that's fine. Yeah, it's okay. Ah, yes. Another social fight. More mental breaks. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to use the restroom because I've been drinking this Gatorade this whole time, and that's very, very prone to making you use the restroom. I'll be right back. You can gawk at this part of the ship. Alright, let's build the rest of this ship upgrades, and then I'll probably end stream a little bit earlier today, mostly because I might be developing a small headache again. I don't know why I keep getting headaches. I swear it's not the sodium, because I check how much sodium I've actually been consuming somewhat regularly. I think it's still just... It's I swear, it's ever since I had the tooth extraction. It's just really bad, and I have to go to the dentist again this weekend. Because if you thought the extraction was the end of it, oh no. Oh no, I have a root canal. I have a root canal on Friday. It never ends. The pain must continue. The beatings in my mouth will continue until morale improves. And that's where we're at. I have to keep going back. Well, also, yeah, it might be nerve damage, and there's all sorts of possible reasons. So hopefully it won't be too bad, but we'll see. Knowing me, it should be fine. They don't even know if they can actually save the tooth and give me a root canal. Realistically, they said one of the options might just be to extract a tooth and just be done with it. So who knows? All of them are valid choices. Infection in nerves in your head. Ah, I mean the infection of consuming soup all the time. To be fair, like, they saw it and they're pretty sure the tooth is already dead, so it's just a matter of filling it in with all sorts of... Why is it all of our colonists, like, bored? Did I not give them any work to do? Oh wait, here, they can dig the steel out, that's fine. There hasn't been any meteors in some time, so we've been safe from the space rocks falling down from the sky and causing problems. Okay, here we go. Here's our infirmary. If I do this right. This will be a beautiful infirmary. And then we should be able to build this out, and hopefully no one's gonna get trapped in here. Okay. Oh wait, did I never research? Oh, I didn't. Okay. Now let's research sterile material. Oh wait, no. What's the bed one? What's the hospital bed called? Is it actually sterile materials? Huh. That's weird. I thought it was something else. So yeah, anyways, I think it's it'll be all fine. It'll be fine and dandy given enough time, and maybe given enough it just sucks that I have to keep what's it called, going back to the dentist. I don't want to have to get my mouth like ripped open. It was nice last time because I was sleepy. Or they knocked me out. Oh, it's definitely in here. I just haven't researched it yet. It's probably... I thought it was under sterile materials. Is it under a different... Oh, it's literally called hospital bed. Okay. But you do need sterile materials. Okay, so I have to research 2 texts to get it. Alright, that's fine. Let's get some lights in here too, because I'm gonna need... We're not gonna be able to fit that many beds in here. 1, 2... So 4 beds at most. Yeah, I think it's like a 4-bed. Hello, Kahila. Good evening. It's going pretty well. I've got a mild headache, so we'll probably be ending in a bit. But other than that, doing pretty good. How are you, Kahila? I can fit like 1. Thankfully, I can just take these 4 spare. Oh, shoot. I thought I had more space. Alright, we may need to extend this out just like 1 more tile. I did not realize this was not nearly large enough. Alright, so we'll go... I think we'll go up to here is fine. We'll also extend this out. Yeah, we'll have to extend this out like completely by 1 tile. Whoopsies. Turns out designing a starship infirmary on a very tight area is very hard, and I don't really want to turn a bunk bed into an infirmary either, although it is possible. It probably doesn't look very good. Why? Oh no. Uh-oh, hold on. That is about to go very, very poorly. Hold on. This boomalop's about to explode. I need it to not explode. Please move this boomalop somewhere else. Okay. That thing is a life-threatening infection. It's about to explode if I don't get rid of it. Just lay down on your couch and you woke up 40 minutes ago? Well, good morning. Did you have a good nap? Sleep time? Eating some baked chicken from portable oven you got like 2 weeks ago? Oh, nice. How's your portable oven? Okay. We don't have enough power. This is just not enough power. I really feel like I should have gone and built this fusion reactor. I put like 2 in here, but I don't really want to put it up here. I want to put it somewhere else. Maybe we could put like 1 here and 1 here. But the amount of resources this requires is a lot. Mostly the components and the module, none of which I have. I need to develop orbital crafts based on blueprints when you can do it on vibes. I mean, this is basically a vibes-based ship, so this is a... Hold on, wait a second. Wait a second, I just realized, hold on. Did Caster Labs break? I just realized, I think Caster Labs hasn't been showing the Twitch chat on screen the whole time. Oh, shoot. That's weird. Oh, Caster Labs did crash. That's so funny. Way harder than you thought about. What do you... I mean, you're learning how to at least use the portable oven, right? It's a learning experience. Yeah, alright. I knew that boom was gonna explode, so that's why I shoved it outside as fast as I could, and I am out of power now. Alright, I need to find another solution for power. Solar generators work when they can, but this ship just eats up so much electricity. This thing is just broken again. I need to figure out what's going on, why this thing keeps exploding on me. Oh, because it's not connected to Twitch. That's so weird. It was connected to YouTube the whole time. Alright. Thank you, Caster Labs, for not telling me that you were broken. That was so weird. Okay, what just happened? Oh my gosh, I cannot... There we go. Okay, we found another graph car. Just 104. Oh, that's right. You're in the southern hemisphere, which means your seasons are inverted. I keep forgetting that. I really want to go to the Mechanoid platform again. Oh, Jesus. We could. Also, we can send a researcher for a couple days. We could probably just send Rare Pickle, who's a really good researcher out there, and probably be fine. That might be fine. I still don't... Okay, great, this thing is still broken. An internal server error has... Okay, good. So, Caster Labs is just broken for Twitch right now, so I need to find another solution for showing Twitch chat on screen. Just kidding, it fixed itself. Hello? Does it work now? Test. Oh my god, it works now. What an absolute miracle. Okay. So, I wanted to turn this into a... I need to move all this out of here. So what I'm gonna do is I just need to... I'm gonna turn this room into like the storage dumping ground. Because it's mostly... I don't know what to do with all this, and I haven't had a chance to really sort through all this stuff, so I'm just gonna make a bunch of shelf... I'm just gonna move all the shelving unit there, like haphazardly, and it can be sorted out later. Just like my life. It can always be sorted out later. So just haul this over here. It'll be fine. They can crawl over the shelves to find what they're looking for. I don't think the pawns will care that much. Well, they might, but they're not allowed to complain. Amazing technology. Exactly. Well, I'm glad that at least you're testing out your new portable oven. What else have you made in it? Oh my god, there's a fire? Oh yeah, there's a fire. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyways, let's move this over here. So we're gonna extend this out like this. Delete, 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 delete. And that should be big enough for the hospital that I want to build. Will it be perfect? No, but it'll be functional. It'll be enough. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Actually, we should also be hunting down wildlife, I think. We have enough food, right? Yeah. Okay, so now the hospital's big enough, which means this can be medical, and we'll move these over here, medical beds. Okay, hospital room, storage room, and then I can start deleting this stuff here and make this a bigger area. Perfect. If you want, recommend energy generator mod. Mechanical just drop. Of course, you can use it for build generator. 5,000 energy needs lots of energy. So There's a bajillion like energy mods depending on like what you want to go with. Normally we just kind of use with fusion power, but just kind of depends. I know this mod has its own option. If you have enough gravlight panels, enough cores, you can just build one of these grav core power cells, and they increase the amount of energy they make based on how many others are next to them. So that's an option too. Also, holy cow, my power grid is broken. So yeah, we're generating electricity, but it's actually not hooked up together, which is really, really awkward. But I generally try not to use the vanometric stuff too much. I remember a long time ago when I allowed people to buy whatever they wanted. People would buy vanometric power cells all the time, and we never had to worry about electricity for most of our runs. It was a little overpowered, to say the least. So we don't do that type of stuff often anymore. But it's always interesting to think about. Okay, so I'll use our oxygen pipe. I want to make this invisible because I don't like having to look at oxygen. I don't have to look at oxygen pipes. Deconstruct this one. And then we're just going to run hidden pipes all around like this. Okay. Now that we have all this sorted... Oh, we got to move this one too. Corn tart, meat pie, and baked potatoes. I don't know what a corn tart is, but that sounds pretty good. Alright, let's move these lights up here so that they're not completely ignored. And then this one will dump over here. Should be fine. Now put an O2 output. Let's put it next to here. Okay, pretty good. Look at how much space we have. So I want to convert this entire room into like a general entertainment dining hall complex now that we have more space. What do we need for that? Well, I think we're going to try to build the nice smart tables. It does eat up components, but it looks pretty. We'll do... probably fit one like here, and we'll get rid of this door. Just kind of consolidate that. I think that'll look nice. Put some nice chairs too to kind of make sure that they feel, you know, comfortable. Okay, yeah, we still don't have enough power. This thing is not. Tart made with corn, a bit of ham and cheese. Oh, it's almost like okay, like one of those, like a turnover, or like a hot pocket, right? Okay, that should be fine. You know, should we make more cloaks? I think Immortal should have a cloak. Immortal's got a shotgun, fairly combat heavy. Let's make more armored battle cloaks. That should be fine. Like having at least pay off dealing with their stuff. I mean, to be fair, you usually get a decent amount of glass steel and components out of dealing mechanoid clusters. That's kind of your reward ultimately for dealing with the nonsense. Medical beds here. What else could make a medical bed nicer? Oh, the intravenous drip stand. Oh, there's a med bay bed. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing about all this GravTech expanded stuff is most of these just kind of get their, for lack of better words, like they just get their, they draw their power from the GravShip engine. So basically they don't consume electricity at the cost of requiring you to spend a metric ton of grav panels to build the thing. So I guess that's a trade-off if you want. Oh wait, we can do the NEKOGRAD celebration. Sure, let's do a party. Oh, Jesus. Okay, sure, let's do that. 50% is fine. Or a quiche. Yeah, I guess it sounds like a quiche too. Ah, yes. As soon as we enter this party, we're immediately being attacked by a group of imps. There's 19 of them, and they're fighting us immediately. I think we have to cancel this. Because we gotta get people with guns ready to blast. Alright, everyone here that I'm selecting has a weapon. Let's get out here and fight. Yep. Time to stop the, I'm gonna stop that. Let's just do this real fast. Alright. Here's my grand firing line. I don't know if it'll do anything, but if they get too close, they're just gonna get absolutely blasted by They do have bows. I don't think a bow's gonna save them. Also, Havel's just literally suppressing them into oblivion. They get too close, they'll be fine. Oh, these imps are... I forgot they have fire breathing too, right? Thankfully, Havel can suppress them. If they get too close, they just get shotgunned down. They should give up momentarily. Yeah. Ooh. You know what I kind of miss, though? I remember I used to have that mod. Run and gun, that's what it was. That mod was so overpowered, but I do vaguely miss it sometimes. Wait, look at that. They just don't know what to do. They're just suppressed. So many bullets flying. And they're still coming at us. Alright, nice. Let's get hospital beds. I want to make sure our hospital's like the best places ever. Where is it? Hospital bed is located here. Okay, speaking of Rimworld stuff, I saw that Lurky hit partner. Congrats to her. I can't believe she hit partner already. That's crazy. Maybe one day I too will hit partner. I don't think that's gonna happen though at this rate. Maybe one day I can dream. And you forgot enemies can do that until you lose constantly to machine gunners. Yeah, it was really rough, but you know, we're smarter now. It was really overpowered. You need to delete generators mod and start over. Wait, what generators mod? Alright, here we go. We have cool tables. I could install this grav shield thing, but I don't care enough. I don't think we need it. Alright, so the No Hope has gotten at least sizably better. At least I like to finish off the last part of the ship design or size increase. I don't know if I can put another vac barrier. I can. Perfect. And we should be able to put a steel door here. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this room yet, but I'll figure something out. I think we may need to adjust how this bathroom is designed, though. How many tiles am I using? Okay, yeah, so I think we're done expanding down here, and we're just going to start expanding up here instead. We're going to really elongate the ship and probably start thinking about outer automated defenses so I don't have to keep worrying about it. I think what's likely to happen is I'm going to put a fusion generator on each side of this, like one here and one here. So when one is off, the other one can be turned on. I'll have them stagger, and I think that'll be fine. Really, the main issue is that we just don't have the resources to do so yet, and I do need to start setting up additional, better bedrooms for our more finicky individuals, if that makes sense. Some of our pawns demand higher quality accommodations that I can't really afford to give them right now, but I think at the very least we should consider it for our highest end pawns, if that makes sense. Oh, poor Infidave. The muscle parasites and the gut worms complete with your surrogate heart and your prosthetic legs. Not even Archotech, it's just prosthetics. Oh, if we can get you some if we can get some nice components, I'll definitely give you... Oh shoot, let's switch this to like 2 until we have at least 50. Eventually, we'll get Infidave into a better position, but right now it's gonna be a little tough. Anyways, the No Hope is now the Some Hope. Hopefully by episode 8, we will start building in space, but at the current rate of us navigating through this different tech tree, it's gonna be a while. Alright, let's see here. Who's alive at this hour? Yeah, I'm gonna end a little early. So hopefully you enjoyed the Rimworld today. I'm back after not feeling good yesterday, which did suck, but thankfully it should be only temporary. I should be good for the foreseeable future. And make sure I'm type this right, Kelly. And it's right. We're gonna just yeet you to Kelly, who's playing some Neo 3. I think the demo just came out for that game, so everyone's kind of going crazy over it. So hopefully that's fun. Anyways, I am going to maybe eat some mac and cheese or something, and maybe rest a bit and all that jazz. Have a good night, everyone, and tomorrow we'll do some Menace. I want to play a little bit more Menace before that game goes out to everyone. All right. So enjoy the rest of your night, and I apologize for ending a little early. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I might be buying a printer. We'll see. Good night. Bye. Oh, you just got here. Hi. Oh, what's up? How are you doing? It's been a while. Hopefully you're doing good. Unfortunately, I'm about to go lie down. I normally would stream longer, but I need to chill. I've got a mild headache. Come back tomorrow. Bye.